I want it now.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Welcome to the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast.
Podcast.
Episode number 81.
Hey, Matthew.
81.
Matthew.
81.
81.
Ocho Cinco.
No!
Close. Pretty close.
Yeah, I
Pretty
got it.
close.
I got it. Right? That's
Pretty
it. Right?
close.
Right?
Hey, Matthew.
Ocho Cinco. Yes, sir.
The light behind you. Can you move
That was it.
Can you move it back?
Which light?
It's in the frame. The one, like the little tiny bulb right
Oh,
behind
I
you.
see it. Why is it in the...
I don't know.
I did.
Is it on the
There we
frame?
go.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's good.
okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Things that we should have checked before we started
It
streaming.
looked
It's a good thing
fine.
we have a good producer.
Yep,
These-
always
these-
on top of it.
running
D's
smooth.
D's week. Yeah.
D's week?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
This week.
D's nuts? What?
Yeah.
Why? Hey.
Right?
This is a
Hey, my
family
friend.
podcast.
I was talking about planters.
The macadamia.
This is the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. It's the always serious, all the time, no shenanigans, talk about video game podcast.
We're on
That's right.
Sirius XM now.
Yes.
Yes.
We are. You can find us on Sirius XM as well.
We probably are on
Not
there.
a sponsor.
We don't even know.
I'm Matt Rojas, aka the Dread Pirate. With me, we have.
Ugh. I'm sorry.
Me.
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
Boy, that was unenthusiastic from you.
And on the far
working
end,
on
we
it.
have
Michael Walquist, aka Siri Knight.
Siri Knight. And on the production side, we have.
Oh.
You put yourself on the screen. Literally put yourself on the
I
screen
did.
and then act surprised that we were all waiting for you to
I'm
talk.
not stupid. I just panicked.
You gave yourself the ta-da, here I am. Now what do I do?
Here I am.
Oh.
Anyways,
My
on
name
the
is-
production side, we have
Robert Link, a.k.a. Rob Dog 1991.
Rob Dog 1991.
Oh, yeah.
Ate, what are you doing?
He's messing
I'm
with his
adjusting
mic.
the
He's
mic.
adjusting it. If you're listening to the
This
audio
guy.
version, nobody even knew, Robert. Why do
Oh,
you
my
got to
bad.
point
Yeah.
that out?
Thanks.
They can
Speaking of
imagine
which,
what Ate was doing in
if
the
you want
background.
to watch this in the future or listen to it in the future, because right now it is live and you can chat with us and have fun. Hi, Claw. Claw's here early.
I know. I'm excited with him.
What's up, baby boy?
He says I miss Chris. Yeah, he's it's been hard for him to get out here.
Yeah, we all miss Chris.
Anyways, if you want to watch this in the future, you can watch it on YouTube at Casual Misfits Gaming. If you want to listen to the audio version, you can listen to it on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, podcasts, iHeartRadio. Really, anywhere you can get podcasts, we are there
Yep.
for you to listen to. It'll be
watch.
fun, I
That
promise.
That wasn't weird at all.
Or watch. Yeah.
Or watch
Or
on
watch.
the YouTube. You can follow us anywhere, any social media at Casual Misfits Gaming, except for Twitter. That one's just a little bit different. It is CMG_Gamecast because we had to be just a little bit obnoxious for you.
Well, again, that was during the whole time when you couldn't have longer than like
10
characters
You couldn't
in
have
your-
like so we had to shorten it. So, anyways. We've been gone for a while, so we'll be talking a lot of things in the world of video games, kind of catching up on what we've missed. And, you're like, oh, well, that happened 2 weeks ago. Why are you talking about it this week? Because we want to, and it's our show.
There's nothing you can
We
do
have
about
not.
it.
When we started this podcast, we could get together and just talk video games because we haven't been able to. What are you doing
I
back
messed up
there?
again. Relax. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fired, Robert.
And we just haven't been able to get together, so now we're going to get together and talk about it for the first time, things that have happened. But we'd love to start every show off with how our weeks have been and what we've been playing. We'll start with Michael. What have you been playing?
Whole lot of nothing. No, I played some Overwatch. I'm really just filling the void in my heart until Call of Duty comes out. That's all I'm doing. So, played some Overwatch. You know what I did play that was actually
Overwatch
surprisingly addicting? I played that Mario Kart mobile game.
Oh.
That's actually
Wait. How did you play? Did you drift control or did you
Oh,
do the other control?
I'm insulted.
I'm just making sure.
I'm insulted.
You're already playing the mobile game. You have no foot to stand on
Yes.
at this
Yeah,
point.
that's fair. I don't have a.
Yeah, you should put yourself on the screen if you're
I
going
don't
to talk trash.
I don't.
Oh,
No, it's
sorry.
gotta stay
Sorry.
in.
Yeah.
I don't have nice things. Of course, I played the drift control.
Good.
What's wrong with you,
As did I.
man?
The drift
It's actually
control
really
is the only
fun.
one that matters.
It's a fun little mobile game. So
Okay.
super simple, but it's fun for passing the time.
As many mobile games as I play, I still haven't played that one yet.
Yeah,
It's
it's.
funny.
I mean, it's basic as heck, but it reminds you of how fun Mario Kart has always been. So
It's better. It's better than the Mario slider that they came out with before.
Oh,
where
the
it was
run
just,
and
yeah,
the
the run
continue
one.
run.
Yeah,
That one's
yeah,
dumb.
it's better than that.
So is it actually like
it's
the game
it's
game?
closer.
Mario Kart?
It's
Yeah.
closer to Mario Kart.
yeah,
Yeah.
the only real difference is you. Now I don't know if there's a setting for this, but it's auto go, so you don't
Yeah.
you can't.
Oh,
Yeah, so it just kind of goes,
auto
and you
go.
swipe left or right, and you can hold it to drift and stuff like that. But you still get the boxes, and you can still throw weapons out, and you're still racing against people. I almost knocked that over. So it has all the general aspects of it, but
Where's your coaster?
but no
Yeah.
no
No
actual
coaster on that
technique.
side.
yeah,
not really. I mean, as
yeah.
long as you hit every drift, you're probably gonna win.
Right, but the
Okay.
drifts are actually surprisingly difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Like drifting itself is fine once you get it down, but when you're trying to make a turn or something like that, any minute change will jack you up. Like it will send you into a wall or something
Yep.
like that. So
Oh,
it's actually
okay. So
surprisingly
it's pretty
difficult.
fun.
Yeah. So
Claw said, "Wait, I thought this was my show. I have a section in everything."
You do relax. It's at the end.
Robert is like,
It's just at the end.
shut up, wait your turn.
That is your show at the end.
Yeah, so I played some Overwatch. They've got so now they got the role queue not just in the competitive but in the quick play as well. Like they just put that in last week or something like that. And
oh, so you choose your.
yeah, you choose your role, whether you want to play a tank or a healer or a DPS. It's really annoying. I don't like that aspect of it in quick play.
So
I'm
they
fine with it in competitive play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they make you have it do you join the queue as I want to be a tank, and that's only.
That's it. That's all you get to choose. It blacks everything
No.
out it blacks all the other ones out, and you are forced to only
So
pick
you
from the
can't have
tanks.
crazy team comps then.
Yeah.
That sucks. 'cause
So
that's,
it's annoying. When I go into quick
Why
play,
is that needed in quick play? Like
Exactly.
In quick play,
Like-
it's not competitive.
No.
Everybody just be random things.
yeah,
and
if we all want to be when they took out
it's
long time ago,
obnoxious.
yes,
Like when you play Smite and everybody's a mage, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get ran over.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Right.
But
Right.
like,
yes, exactly.
it's
Like
not
It's quick
ranked.
play.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not ranked. It's supposed to be quick play. I just want to jump into it and play a quick match where I don't have to actually care too much, But
Yeah.
now it's like they have comps in there and stuff, and it's really annoying because if I want to play DPS, the DPS queue time is like 10 minutes, and obviously because that's how it is with all.
Oh,
games.
so it's not even you choose it in the game. You have to choose it before
You
you
have to
even
choose it
queue.
before you go in.
Oh, that's
yes.
dumb.
So, and if you want to play just DPS, you're sitting there for 10 minutes in that stupid queue. In quick play,
Well,
that's annoying. Like in competitive play, I get it, but in quick play,
Semi-quick play.
yeah, it's not quick play
Almost
anymore.
quick
It's
play.
super,
It's verging
super
on quick
annoying.
play.
It drives me bonkers.
Like
all the
between this
Hanzos-
and the DMV,
So-
it's definitely quick play.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're calling it.
So
for-
now, if I want to play it all, if I want to play
You have to-
DPS, I have to wait 10 minutes.
Wow.
or
That's-
choose something you don't want to play.
yeah, or I pick tank or healer, and that's it. Tank you get in less
I
than a
bet
minute.
you healer
So-
you get in 2 seconds. Healer,
Yeah, healer and tank you both get in like 2 seconds. So it's
sounds
super
like
fast.
Sounds like an
So dumb.
RPG.
But it's dumb because now instead of having the whole pool to choose from, I've only got 6 characters to choose from if I don't want to wait 10
Wait,
minutes.
what if you go DPS, you wait 10 minutes, and someone takes your Hanzo?
then you rage quit?
Yeah,
and
like
die?
what?
Well, nobody
so-
could do that because you're the only one that can.
No, it's
No,
there's
there's two
multiple
per
damages.
each. Two
so
per
if
each.
somebody
Two
decides
healers,
to go
two
damage and then
tanks,
picks
two
Hanzo,
damage.
and that was the one you were waiting for, and now you just waited for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's 2 per each, and then basically you got to go in and you pick which one you want. So now the DPS section does open up the defensive characters as well too. So
Oh,
you have,
that's not bad.
So you have 12 characters to choose from or something
Okay.
like that. But again, you're waiting 10 minutes to get in. It's annoying. It drives me bonkers.
Well, we'll be talking more about how much Blizzard sucks later in the show.
Oh, cool.
No, Jeans, what have you been playing?
So as far as mobile gaming, the only
Oh God.
I've played Gears Pop.
Remember
Harry-
when they all used to give me crap for playing mobile games? And
I
then,
still give you
And
that.
then a Gears
Yeah,
of
now
War
I
game
play-
comes out, and they're like, Gears Pop, Gears Pop.
It's a fun game.
Gears
Somebody
Pop.
run me through this because I keep hearing
It's-
about this,
it's
and
a
I've
rip-off of
literally
Clash Royale. It's literally the same game, just with Gears characters.
Well, see,
Oh.
I never played that game
Oh.
before, so
okay.
it's
It's fun.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's fun. Yeah.
You can
All
play with friends on horde mode, but as far
we
as
haven't
actual,
done that yet.
yeah,
That's annoying.
That actually sounds kind of fun. A horde mode.
Yeah.
I played Gears 5.
Yeah. Let's get it straight.
Yeah, come on.
Not Gears of War.
I know. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered just to get
Ooh.
myself
Oh,
back into the swing of-
you're trying to get a little edge, trying to get a
back in
little.
the
It doesn't feel as good as it did back in the day, though. Like it feels like because it's definitely a port, it feels floaty.
Yeah,
I hate
but
that
He just
ports-
wants to get. He just
Yeah.
wants
Get
to
back-
get refamiliarized with it. Yeah.
played some prop hunt. That was
Trying to
fun.
get a little
Oh,
edge
dude,
over
prop hunt's
everybody.
Probably that's funny.
prop hunt. Play some Gran Turismo
Oh,
Sport
nice.
because they just came out with a new update.
Oh, was that the one we talked about a couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm. And it's nice going back into it because when it first came out, there wasn't a lot to the game.
Yeah.
Now there's actual campaigns and all these other, like a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like kind of going back into, like, if you played Sea of Thieves initially, there wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
But now playing Sea of Thieves now, it's like there's a bunch of stuff for you to do.
How long has that game been out now for?
2 years, I think.
Man.
Yeah.
No, I get. Sea
Gra-
of Thieves. Yeah.
Oh, Sea of Thieves. It's
Like
just
almost
past.
a year.
It's
Is it
actually
really?
past a
I feel
year.
like it's been more than that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
because
crazy.
a couple of months ago they had their anniversary update for Sea of Thieves. Now they have they're doing in Sea of Thieves now.
Anniversary doesn't necessarily mean a year, Ate.
Me too.
I just want to see you get all.
But right now during Sea of Thieves, they're doing their Halloween event.
Okay.
You know how last year they had like they brought in the different lanterns,
Yeah,
the colors. Now they're having a whole
yeah.
nother.
Colors, Duke.
They're having a whole new thing. They actually
colorblind kid.
they added a really crazy haunted like spooky fort now, where it's even harder than the original forts.
Got it. So the original forts already had skeletons that were alive chasing you with swords. So they were like, how do we actually make this Halloween?
Halloween skeletons.
Man, I feel like it's
And
right
it's
there.
right, and no, and we already have ghosts in these forts.
like we're
too.
having a hard
What-
time figuring
I
this
don't
out.
think this is Halloween. What would
What would make it Halloween?
Yeah, and they added
Put a jack-o'-lantern in the corner.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what we were missing. All right, we're good now. Halloween.
they added some new pets like for Halloween. They're having a skeleton parrot, skeleton monkey.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
It's called a skeleton monkey.
so
Yeah,
I've been playing some of that.
Don't judge me, monkey.
Let's see what else. Played some D&D. I think we're playing some D&D tomorrow, but that's pretty much it for my game.
How's that going so far?
Well,
Did you guys all remake? So the people who died, I'm assuming they made new characters.
yeah, Matt is now a druid. Before he was a rogue. Now he's playing a druid that's like,
Did he go Moon Circle?
I don't know, because we only played like one session. We didn't do much.
You guys are playing 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one of them chose counterspell. So a player that has counterspell, right? So they could stop.
Well,
him from doing that again.
counterspell.
It's
I'm thinking about actually getting counterspell.
That's my
later
point.
yes,
It's
on.
like-
counterspell your own team.
He already
Yeah, heck
screwed
yeah,
you
like,
once.
Yes.
That's
I would
exactly
be. I
what
would
I
want that
would
to be
do.
like when he does that. I'm like counterspell.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
But thing is, his thing is an ability, not a spell.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, you can't counterspell an ability. An
Yeah.
innate ability.
Yeah.
His thunder wave's an innate ability.
Well,
Yeah, it's uncounterable.
No, his
It's-
the
it's
divine
the-
whatever it is that he put on it. was
Yeah.
Well,
that-
I thought
that-
he put that on top too.
He did. He bumped it. He buffed it.
To buff it up,
basically.
but the original
Yeah.
spell you could counter.
Yeah,
because
but
it was a spell. That's a thunder wave. That's
That's
not
true.
an innate ability.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
but
just made it stronger.
In which
Yeah,
case, you
so-
could just get rid of it.
It's a video game podcast, guys.
no, it's a
Shut your mouth back there.
All right, so we get on rabbit trails and we love D&D.
No, I want to know.
Anyways,
but no.
what
We
did I
didn't choose
play?
Moon Circle,
I
it was a plug.
played a crap ton of God of War.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, Spider-Man. I've been
Yeah,
playing
catching
Spider-Man
up
as
on
well.
that because I just haven't had a chance to play it, and I've been like literally, if I have like 30 minutes where like the kids if I wake up in the morning, the kids aren't there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
playing some guy. I'm just like
Where are you at right now? Has everybody caught up on the game?
Oh, I beat it.
Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah,
So,
Robert,
most
have you-
everybody here beat it.
Okay, where-
besides
so-
me.
so where
I'm
are
the
you-
one that
so where are
like,
you
has
at
to
then?
takes a long time.
God of War?
Yeah, have you beat it?
No, but I'm further than Matthew.
Okay.
Okay. So where are you at?
I highly doubt that.
We gave him a chance. He's out.
Okay,
Further than you were like a month ago.
exactly.
Okay.
So,
So where are you?
let's put it this way, so no spoilers. I'm looking for. I'm about to go look for an eye.
Okay. Yeah.
Ate's like, okay. Mike was like, what?
For the
That
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
in a statue.
Yeah,
and I need to
yeah,
go
okay,
talk to
yeah, yeah,
somebody.
yeah,
That's like
yeah,
really
yeah.
I left it
Yeah.
off there.
yeah, I got.
So as you can tell, where I was before,
yeah,
I've done quite a lot.
Yeah, you've gotten
before.
you've gotten a lot.
And that was in a few weeks. Like literally, I was just like, go. Yeah, I've done
I started playing God of War 3 because they had the remastered version.
Oh yeah.
Let's get back. Wow, you're pretty late to that, bro.
No, of course I beat it. Come
So
on.
good.
But yeah, it actually the God of War 3 actually still holds up.
They all do.
Yeah. Well, the first one is a little.
Oh, it still holds up.
It's
Unlike someone's voice.
yeah.
What?
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 Anyways.
You can go for yogurt.
But yeah, so I also play some Spider-Man because I never played the DLC for it.
Oh yeah, I haven't put the DLC for it yet.
It's not like I'm playing the first one, and it's interesting seeing the Black Cat come in and
Oh, that's cool.
all that stuff.
All right. So yeah, I played a lot of God of War. That was about it. There's a lot of cool stuff. I did a lot of.
He asked
Nobody
himself, dude.
cares. um,
He runs the show. Relax.
I remember.
Thank you.
Well, what's got my back there?
I can mute any one of you two if I want to. So calm down.
That's a little power going to your head back there, huh? Aren't you? Yeah.
Even one
anyway,
webcam.
So I
What
yeah,
was that, Michael?
I'll hold him down, and you hit him.
I played a lot of cool stuff happened. I just don't want to give it because I know I'm past you now, Robert. Because you don't know what I'm talking about, and I know that I've passed a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that
the eye. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'll get that too.
I know how far I got and how you were just past Rose before. I know how much
you
I
went
passed
past
you.
that, yeah.
Like
Fine. I'll just go home and watch the cinematics then.
no, go play it. I'm almost at the end of the game, basically. Like so,
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Okay.
I'm trying to like slow it down a little by like doing like side stuff.
Yeah.
But like the side stuff isn't really helping me now because I was like blasting through the story.
So I forget. Have you gone back to your house yet?
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, this is way past that, but let me tell you something.
Oof.
I'm not giving a spoiler, but when that happened, the rage and joy that went through
So
my
badass.
body and the triumph
So
of yellow.
badass.
Ah!
Yeah, so
And I just capped the
badass.
mic, sorry guys. And
That was so legit.
I went like literally like I was like, is it, am I gonna
Do it!
Come on! I was like,
Do
And they just plow all
yeah,
those
literally,
enemies.
yeah.
That was so
it was,
cool.
It was like literally, I was like jubilant as like getting the schoolgirl, like it was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great part
yeah,
of it.
but that was still a long time ago.
You
know
Like,
about
I've already done.
You know
tons of
about
stuff.
going back to your house again after the game is done, right?
Yeah, just make sure you do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
no,
when
I
you
will-
finish
I will
the
do it,
game and
yeah.
everything, go back to your house. There's another cutscene after that.
Yeah,
that
because
happens.
they don't tell you to
Yeah.
go back.
Okay.
Right. They don't tell you to go back. It's just something you just go do.
Okay.
And you'll thank us later.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. There's so much cool stuff that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
And now you're seeing why that
Alright.
game was probably God of the
It was
Game
God
of the Year.
God of the
God
year.
of the
Yeah.
It was
year.
God of the year.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
No, it's a great game.
Yahweh. What did you say?
Sorry.
I did feel like the end was a little rushed, but
Hey.
Hey.
I'm not
let's
giving any
move on.
spoilers
That's
away.
enough. Now I'm
What do
not
you guys-
less-
Oh,
Yeah,
what
you remember
did
that
you, what
part
did
at
you
the
play,
end
Robert?
where
Robert, what'd you play real fast?
I played a whole bunch of older PC games this
Nice.
last couple weeks because I've had barely any time.
go back to
Half-Life
like
1.
Portal?
Yeah, actually, Half-Life
great
2.
game.
Dude, I've been messing with an old graphics card that I bought. Like the very first graphics card I ever bought for myself back in 2007. I found it,
That's got to be good.
and then I bought another one, and then I SLI'd them, and then I realized I could only play old games on them. So I was hoping it could play like a newer game just a little bit, but
Why?
it only supports DirectX 9, so
Oh,
any of
okay.
the newer games just will not even
Yeah.
start. But I realized that these two cards on this old system that I put together, like if it was in that time, would have crushed anything.
Yeah.
So right now I'm playing older games on it because it's super, super fun. So I started playing, was it Morrowind?
Okay.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Morrowind's good.
That
game's-
was a
it's-
big game when
It's
that came.
huge.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
it's
it was
it's
a huge game back
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
day.
it's weird because like it's definitely
You
not up to
should
the
be
quality.
able to play Oblivion.
I think I can, but not Skyrim.
Yeah, you won't be able to
Yeah,
Skyrim.
No.
Like,
Skyrim will
Oblivion
cut out.
was better than Morrowind.
I'm doing Morrowind right now because I read online that if you,
Skyrim was
I'm
better
doing
than
kind of like a hacker path.
No.
Yes, it was. Skyrim
Apparently,
was amazing.
if you go alchemy right away and then make a whole bunch of intelligence potions and then continue to make potions and drink them and drink them and drink them,
Mhm.
you can like max out your intelligence stat like within the first few levels.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, I think I'm gonna try that. So that's
That's what I'm gonna
That's what
do.
I've been working on,
Yeah.
and that's been my gaming.
You definitely need to max out.
How
your
much
intelligence.
is Because
Got him while he was drinking.
I was drinking a Monster. No time for retort.
All right, what do you guys
First
say
one in
we
3
get
months.
into this
I did have a
week
quick question.
in
Oh, wait, quick question. Yes.
Nothing. This week in nothing.
He has
what
a
do you
quick
want,
question.
Ante?
What?
Can it run Gary's mod?
Yeah.
How much is Gary's mod now?
I don't know, but I have it.
'Cause I
bought
think
it a
that'd be
long
kind of
time
fun
ago.
game night for us to do.
Oh, that would be
Because
pretty
we all should be able to do
I'm gonna
that.
act like
Gary's
I know
mod?
what the heck
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It's like a Half-Life 2 mod where you basically can do whatever the hell you want.
I actually never played Half-Life, so
Oh.
yeah.
It has nothing to do with Half-Life 2 except for like the graphics and the character models.
Yeah, it's
Okay, all right. I got
has a
you.
lot of fun game modes in it. That I think,
Make your own game, basically.
yeah.
All right, now, what do you guys say we get into this week in gaming news?
Twiggin.
Oh, I almost lost my guy.
Wait, is that your new thing, Michael? I'm
I don't know.
gonna
dude.
remember that.
I don't know.
You better keep that.
That's, I'll do the drops from now on.
Like we
It's
said,
like Seinfeld.
What is
let's
the
get a
deal with
laugh
this
track in
podcast?
What? Here's the deal.
Dude, I'll just get the Friends laugh track, and then they'll think our show's funny when it's not.
You know what? No, I've been seeing all that stuff
All that
go
stuff.
around. That was
Friends
a great
was
show.
funny.
It was.
People are just dumb.
I've seen
People
it,
are
I've
just
seen it
starting.
multiple times,
Yeah,
start to
they're
finish.
just running that trend now, and I hate them all for
I'm
it.
like your basic white guy that
Yeah.
I love the show. Maybe
It's
that's what it
because
is.
hipsters love to hate Big Bang Theory because
Yep.
they think it's just like Friends, and Friends is just, and they think both of them are the same show, and they're both horrible.
They're really not the
Hipsters,
same
I
show,
tell you.
and they're both great.
But they
They're
do have
both
the
great.
same laugh track. Pay
Fair.
attention.
Well, it's the same laugh track has been used since the 40s.
Doesn't really
so I don't know
matter.
what you're talking about.
You could take the laugh. I hate the post where like, if you take the laugh track out of it, you'll realize it's really not that funny. No,
like,
because
well,
I'm
that's not
still
the show.
laughing.
I wasn't laughing. Like I didn't hear them start laughing. And go, oh, I'm supposed to laugh now.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Looking around the house like, ha ha ha. You're like,
So the guys, this is the cue. We're supposed to laugh
supposed to
right
laugh
now.
right
Like,
Wow. Anyways, like we
Twiggin.
said, we've been gone for a good minute.
So this month in gaming news.
Yeah, so it's really this month in gaming news. We are going to some of the stuff you've probably heard about, but we want to discuss it because we haven't been here and we like to get together and discuss this thing. Crystal
Hitting them with the
Dynamics / Square Enix,
Come on.
they announced the actual the main character for the Avengers game. We've been wanting to know who it's going to be for a long time because you're like, okay,
like the one they're gonna focus on.
yeah, the
basically?
one you're close
Okay.
because the
intro
showed
just
showed you playing as the
all the different characters,
yeah.
Avengers, which is pretty cool. But it's actually, you can see it behind us right now. It's another Marvel character.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, you know how some games. Some games they're like, create your character and you're going to be like alongside them.
yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
playing the medic or
You're
some
playing,
crap,
yeah,
like-
you're playing something
You're,
like
you're a hero with a power that doesn't matter. 'cause it's
Right.
not
Yeah.
actually in the comics. Like, yeah.
pick your power. You're gonna, yeah. This is
Oh,
Miss,
yeah, look at her
this is
hands.
Miss Marvel. She can basically make any. She could stretch her hands, her whole body. She can stretch, like kind of like a Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm like,
So it's not Mr.
they already have
Fantastic,
one for that.
or-
No, but this is a real character.
Okay,
This is a real
alright.
Marvel
Okay,
character.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's Mr. Fantastic.
It's
stuff.
Miss Marvel. She actually goes on later to become Captain Marvel. Later.
Oh, interesting,
She's one of
okay.
the people, but she's Miss Marvel.
Gotcha.
My brain's melting.
It should be cool. It's gonna be, it's a character that you don't usually see. You're used to seeing the Iron Mans and the
Yeah.
Thors and playing as them, and this is one way they could really not screw up
Right.
like somebody's mechanics or whatever because
Yeah.
there's
Picked a
no
little-
expectation as
right.
far as
Little less
who you're
known
playing.
character.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I
To
gotcha.
me, it's like getting a no-name person to play a superhero or a role everybody's looking for because there's no it's better.
Yeah,
Like versus you get like Nicolas Cage to play Batman, and it's gonna be horrible.
and we all know
Like,
that it's
yeah,
going to
like,
be
it's-
horrible. Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
best.
horrible is what
Okay,
I was
yeah.
going to go with. Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
what if I was excited to play as an iconic Marvel character?
Well, you do in the
I'm
game.
not as excited
you-
to play as Mr. Fantastic, to be honest.
That's not Mr. Fantastic.
I'm
it's
just
Miss
saying,
Marvel.
but they probably play in my mind pretty similar to how you would think they would play, and that doesn't
Well,
make me as
Mr.
excited.
Fantastic was definitely more stretch oriented. She's more stretch, but
Stretch
she's
and
more
whitey.
about like wide and big and like
She can enlarge. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. What?
something that I feel like you would want to be able to
I
do.
want to shoot
Robert.
lasers.
But
You don't know me.
he did not catch that
I
at all.
caught it. I just went right over it. I caught it and
you mean
released it. It's
you mean
catch and
under?
release.
You went under. it. Yeah, that's probably more realistically.
I
Yeah.
hate you all.
What? So are you still going to be allowed to play the other iconic?
Well, yeah,
characters
they
from
showed
time to
it.
time?
showed
They
that
showed it
the
in the
intro
trailer.
would be-
Aside from the intro,
That's
that's what I'm
just a
getting at. Like,
tutorial.
are they going to give you a mission every once in a while? Where
Well,
you
I'm
can
sure.
play as an
but
iconic
they haven't
person?
told
Yeah.
told me every square footage of this game, like and what's happening
Why
in the
not?
plot,
And it comes out
like,
what?
they're
Get
probably gonna
on
let
it.
you play it.
Well, it comes out
Also,
in May.
Claw thought I thought you would play as Batman in this game. You know, that was actually one thing I had thought too, Claw. So we were on the same
That would have
page
been really
there.
funny.
That would have been awesome.
I would have played that.
It comes out May 2020 something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't paying attention to when it comes.
Makes sense that you play the worst character. So
Not the worst. I think it's actually going to bring a small, lesser known character to the forefront.
I was talking about Batman, but that's
Oh,
cool.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Like, if you want to play a game but
there's
know
a-
that you're
that was-
weaker than everyone else
that
in
was
the
bad.
game,
Yeah, play
I'm gonna-
Batman.
you play
I'm gonna-
Batman in the Marvel universe. That's
I'm
what
going
you
to
do.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
You play Batman and have him try to like talk down to Tony Stark, and then see what happens.
well, this is this approach to having a lesser known person in there. It's worked for them in the past.
yeah,
Guardians
that's
of
what Marvel's
Guardians
been
of the
doing.
I dig it.
Galaxy.
Guardians
Guardians of the
yeah,
Galaxy,
cool.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Most people didn't know who Black Panther was. I've known
Black
who
Panther
he
was
was for
recent.
forever. He's
Yeah.
been around since like the
Yeah.
60s. My dad used to read his
It
comics
was a
to me.
movement.
But yeah, my
Okay.
dad used to read his comics to me,
Was.
and then everybody's like, "Oh, Black Panther! Finally, a black superhero." Actually, he's
Right.
been around for forever.
He's been around a long time, yeah.
But it's good that they were able to bring him to the forefront because
Yeah.
people that don't read comics don't know these characters.
cool. I'm
they
down.
think
I
like
dig
the
it.
only characters that are in the Marvel universe, the DC universe, are the ones they see on the screen or
Yeah.
in a video game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is another way to bring
Yeah.
Yeah, and
bring
it's also hard
cool
in these
characters to the forefront.
Yeah, and it's also hard in these big games where you have so many cool characters
Yeah.
to simply settle on one because everybody wants to be a different one.
Yeah.
So just don't pick any of them and pick a
Pick a
slightly
yeah.
lesser known type one.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down with it.
So I'm actually pretty excited about it. That's all I see Bruce Banner next to her.
What?
May
yeah.
2020.
Okay.
Pre-order for beta access.
Whoa.
Beta?
Beta?
We were talking about mobile games earlier.
So what does that mean? Beta.
Stop it, Ate. Just because all these new games are betas and not really betas, we're not going to get into this
But
discussion.
would that would imply a multiplayer, or is it
Not necessarily.
You can still beta a
Oh, I see
single-player
where you're
game.
going. Yeah. Yeah.
because
You can beta single
Yeah,
player.
you can we've beta seen.
Yeah, but would,
Yeah.
would that
yeah,
be-
but it's not very common.
Yeah,
it
and
is
it's
not- it's
probably
not very
not
common
very
anymore.
necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, how does
used-
that work? You
the-
just email them with your results? Like, hey, this is what I felt.
That's why I'm like, it's not really
Yeah.
necessary. Like,
Well,
the,
no,
the
because
purpose of the beta is supposed to be to test,
Like,
like
usually
heavy loads and strain
network
and stuff
and-
like
yeah.
that on it. Yeah.
Beyond that, just to make sure the game is working. Like,
I wonder if there is a co-op.
probably a very large game,
Ooh, that would be a cool co-op.
and it would be cool if they had online. But I don't. This game doesn't need it, honestly.
Yeah, but what if there is a? Well, that's probably the other thing the beta
Battle
could do. Is,
Royale.
not necessarily that, just a co-op. Like if you're
There
playing
could
with
be
somebody
co-op.
over,
That would be cool.
right? That the beta would make sense.
But
for
I
that,
don't
Yeah.
think they
suppose.
said there is.
Oh, come on, that would be sick. But I guess you'd have to come up with another character for the other.
That
person
being
to
said,
play
it's
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's fine.
a good thing
If,
there's a
like,
whole
beta's cool.
thing
They'll
of
probably like
Avengers.
give you allow you to play. In the old days, like when you had like beta for single player, you would get to play like you get to play 3 hours continuously of gameplay. Like,
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah,
literally a
yeah.
timer, and then it locks you
It
out.
just
or something
reminds me
that,
more of like a trial period than a beta.
Yeah, usually
so.
the
Yes,
betas-
but
I hear what
it's-
you're saying,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pre.
It's like
Yeah, I got you.
They do
Yeah.
it mostly to make money before the game comes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
When it's single player, it's just like, hey, pre-order and we'll give you access, so just buy it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build the hype for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Hey, Atta, did you mean for this one
Well, I put it, so I mean,
to be over?
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought I put
Oh,
it right below.
I don't think
Friggity
you
deek
did.
was that?
So you meant for that one to be farther.
Yeah.
whichever one you guys want to
Atta,
go
or Robert, the Sony one
with. Uh-huh.
is going to be after the Stadia one.
Got it. So
No,
I'll
go
move it
back
down. The
The
yeah.
competitor
Got
one.
it.
Yeah.
Moved it. Okay.
Okay.
Go up.
Yeah, this because this is Activision.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Just want to let you know. So because we're talking about mobile games, we're going to talk about this actually. This happened like a week and a half ago as well, or something. Activision removed
Quick
controller support.
Hold on, quick.
Yes.
Claw in the chat says, "Don't forget, this is the Destiny-like game from Square."
Destiny like.
So gonna be
So-
awesome is what
so-
you're referring
What
to?
is
Like
he
it's
talking
gonna
about?
be online.
Is he talking about the Avengers game right now?
That's the only thing we've talked about.
I think he's trying to say that it's going to
Wait, what
suck
do you mean
like
Destiny
did.
game? There's no way this is gonna be like Destiny.
No.
This isn't an MMORPG.
That would be
No.
so weird if the
This is
Avengers
just
game
an
was like
RPG.
Destiny.
Yeah, it's just an RPG.
I can't wait to run
Like,
around.
they've
I
only
think this
shown
was a
a
shot
character
At, yeah, I think this was
and-
just a shot at Destiny.
I don't want to get sweaty. Okay.
Destiny.
I don't know. This is I don't know what he was saying there. Anyways,
Destiny was awesome. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Play Destiny.
Get out of here. It's a
um,
great game.
anyways, there's a Call of Duty Mobile there, and it had controller support. You could connect your controller to it
Oh, okay.
and play, and they removed it.
Because it's not
Activision
fair.
removed it. It is
Yeah.
it's really not fair.
'Cause it's
Like
not fair.
Brandon was talking to me about this earlier. He was saying that
How dare you talk about fair?
he was getting really bugged because
Call of
he had
Duty.
heard that there was controller, like you can hook a controller. He's like, I can't find it anywhere. I've been trying. I'm like, I looked it up and they actually removed it because
Yeah.
it really wasn't fair.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody
just
could
go
sit
ahead
there and just be like, brah, brah,
Yeah, yeah,
brah,
yeah,
brah,
yeah.
and
Controller on
somebody's
your
like
phone.
trying to use their virtual
It's not
controllers on
supposed
their
to be easy
phone.
when you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Like,
So they removed, like they said, there's no real way to balance.
no, it's not going to
the-
be.
like
Yeah.
even with people using the automatic shoot, aim and shoot,
Yeah.
like yeah, because they can use automatic aim and shoot too and just move around. Like
Right.
yeah, like it's so they removed that and they have no idea what's coming back. They say it might not even come back
don't
ever.
make it
Don't
come
bring
back
it
at all.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
don't
get
bring
rid
it
of
back.
it.
Well, the only thing they said they could do is if you have controller only rooms. Like
Okay,
people
that's
that
fair.
are playing
Yeah,
as
that's fair.
controller,
You could
they
do that.
automatically
You
get
could do that. Yeah.
divided with people
But
that
then
are.
it's less
Yeah.
fun to play with the controller.
Well, it's the same thing with
You
like
were a spawn camper, weren't you, back
I
in
like,
the day?
I like how he
literally-
says it's
that's
cheating,
my-
but I want to be able to cheat
I
too.
hate
So
saying that, but yeah, I
You were a spawn camper.
I'm the kind of person that if I find a glitch or something that I can manipulate to get more kills and have a better time for me, I'll do it. I'll
He
do
was
it.
the guy we fought
I'm
against.
the kind of
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
We would learn the glitches to beat people
Yeah.
like you.
If the game allows you to kill an NPC, I usually do it. Don't know why. I just do it.
just do it because you can.
And
I'm
then
Mr.
I
Mailman.
take their loot. I take their loot, and that's it. Thank you. Oh, he only had 1 gold on him. Oh well.
you're the guy in Minecraft that kills the trader and then steals the llamas after.
Speaking of
That's
cheating,
what I just did that.
you're gonna
just
get
did
Call of
that.
Duty on the computer, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're a cheater.
You're getting Call of Duty on the computer.
I play.
Claw
I
says
play all
no,
my
it's a
games on
Destiny
PC now.
MMO-like game.
I don't think you understand.
A
Claw.
Destiny MMO like
he's
this? He thinks this is gonna be a Destiny MMO like
But-
game?
Maybe
But
it
I
is.
thought it was-
he's usually pretty
He is pretty
good
accurate,
about
yeah.
his.
News.
Okay.
So
Well, that-
maybe
that-
he found.
Is it Destiny like only in the UK?
It completely changes the game style in my mind then, because at that point it turns into,
I call-
raids and dungeons and things like that and stuff instead of a
He's saying it's
storyline. game.
online with 4-player with endgame.
Dibs on Iron Man.
It says upcoming action-adventure video game. It does not say MMORPG.
Yeah, those are
Genre
very,
action-adventure game. It does
those are
not
very
say
different games.
MMORPG.
So
if
Destiny,
it
right?
has an online component at the end, okay, but you're all going to be Miss Marvel? Or do you all get to choose to be one of the superheroes?
Yeah,
I'm guessing-
Or
Maybe I don't know.
Right, in which case the end game really isn't a Destiny-like end game where you're building up your gear and stuff like that to
Yeah,
fight the
it's
big
not-
baddie at the end. It's just hey, here's a fun little raid for you guys to play. I'll pick characters and have a good time with
many
it. you know?
That would be
customized.
weird.
They say it will feature many customization options, including abilities and costumes, which can be upgraded using a skill tree the costumes have sourced from all corners of the Marvel Universe
I like skill trees.
and can be bought separately as DLC.
So it almost sounds like
So
maybe
there
they're
are-
putting in an
They're
after
gonna
portion
be
of it.
after portion of it,
Yeah,
but the main
yeah.
story is action adventure
Right,
because it doesn't
right.
make like you're following this character's story.
Exactly, but then they'll put in like
And then
a
afterwards,
MMO
I guess,
aspect
is-
of it.
What if they
after
just
game.
like do
But
a
they don't-
multiverse cop out and they're just like, oh, here's you from other universes.
Right.
Like,
Well, again,
It does say that it's
we're all like, I don't know now.
yeah.
no. I want so it's this is gonna unlock new regions and characters through free updates, but
Ah.
nothing really says that it's
Well, they
going to be like.
yeah, online multiplayer or co-op. I mean, they haven't said much about the game in general. They've only shown like a couple of videos.
Modes, well, it's a single player cooperative.
So there is
Give
co-op.
up. Forget it.
But Wait.
But it's single player?
Dude, this is gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't sound Destiny-ish enough. Like,
Well, we'll see, I
Well,
guess.
so the curious part to me is whether it's going to be, like you said, is it going to be after the main storyline
that's
type
what
thing?
it seems like. I don't know.
Because like like in Destiny, when you played, the story took place in everything else that was happening,
it was
and
persistent.
then afterwards you got to go explore regions and do dungeons and things like that and stuff.
Yeah, but all those regions and stuff were opening up too as you're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
doing the store. Like,
Right. So that's why I'm wondering.
it was
is
definitely
like,
more of a typical MMORPG, and it says that in its description. This
totally,
says
yeah.
action adventure.
and the character
So-
you start with is the character you end with. So what I'm curious about is how are they going to do that in the game, in the campaign, if you're playing as Miss Marvel? And then when
Obviously,
you get
there's
to the
different
end,
there's different powers you can get, so you can customize her
so
different
you have,
ways.
you have
towards the
7
end.
billion Miss Marvels running around with slightly different powers. Like,
I guess I wonder if you get to play as all the
think
different
it's-
characters.
Hey, is that Ate? I don't know. We all look the same.
my mic is like slowly slipping down into my lap right now.
Someone help Michael. He can't figure it out. He
Why is
tried.
that
Yeah, that arm is dying on
that
us.
arm is dying.
Well, how long have we had it? Like 2 years?
Yeah, because it's like slowly coming. I'm gonna be talking.
Yeah,
down
not to
here.
mention, we've had it set up for 2 years, so it's been in that same like gravity-defying
Weird.
position for 2 years.
Yeah, or at some point, are you going to be able to make your own you know,
Character? I don't know.
character
Well, I
type
guess we'll
thing
s-
for the end game
He says
content?
it's
or
online with 4 player with endgame. No, it's a Destiny MMO like. I'll find a link for Claw. It's,
Well, let us know.
But it's not like they're calling it action adventure.
Yeah.
they're
Well,
not
we'll-
calling
we'll-
it MMO.
We'll,
like,
we'll see
Yeah.
what he brings
Yeah.
during the claw.
so what it sounds to
Yep,
me is
give us
like
some time to
online
research.
afterwards.
Yeah.
It sounds like cooperative. It's going to be like Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Maybe.
Yeah,
more
right,
like that
right,
gameplay versus a Destiny style.
Right.
Because Destiny, you can go into open world areas and there's a bunch
Yeah.
of people running around.
Yes, exactly.
And you
It's
guys do
like-
timed, public events and
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
This sounds more like you're gonna be able to do more missions and different things.
Get 4 of your buddies
And
together.
get
and go
everybody
do
to
some-
play like
yeah.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes more.
online.
That
That's what
makes
this
more
sounds
sense. Like, but it also makes more sense if you're not all playing Miss Marvel.
Well, if it's a bunch of different,
You can tell mine's
but
different
it's-
because mine will have a beard.
No, but they're saying it's a bunch of different costume options and powers that you can unlock. So you probably could look different. That's just the base character.
Well, I guess we'll see because
yeah, we'll see.
I'm pretty sure I'll pre-order this. And I'll,
Pre-order,
Pre-
pre-order,
pre- pre-
pre-order.
and I'll see how the beta is, I guess.
Today, Junior.
Today, Junior.
Thanks, guys.
God.
Good thing you didn't have a stuttering problem when you were
I
a
know.
kid.
It's like, shut up.
We're skipping that one.
It's terrible.
We are going to talk about the price drop, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. The PlayStation Now finally dropped in price to
Finally.
$10 a month, as opposed to what it was. It was like, what, $15 a
No,
month
I think it was
before?
20.
Oh,
$20 a month for a bunch of old games,
Alpha Protocol.
which is pretty. I couldn't even say awesome. Not awesome. I was going to say it, but.
Pretty awesome.
And they finally added AAA games.
Yeah, so now it's more enticing.
It's more enticing now because they're finally realizing, oh,
Maybe we should have done this.
we
one.
need to compete with. You might just have to hold that up, bro.
Dude,
It's so sad. Your mic's just dying in your lap.
he's got this like face of disappointment or
Disappointment?
Yeah, that like I'm
Face of
Prop
disappointment.
something underneath it.
Your
Prop,
face is so disappointed.
Prop, yeah, Superman underneath it. Yeah, see, Superman
he'll-
can hold it.
he'll
Hold
hold
on,
Yeah.
hold on. This is gonna
Superman's
be awesome.
gonna save the day.
Da, 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 da.
That turned out way cooler than it should have.
That's staying there now.
Alright.
We're not fixing that
Can I
mic.
get
That's
that-
just
No,
gonna
that
be
mic's
that.
gonna be broken.
Yeah.
Can I get that Iron Man thing real quick?
What? Iron Man's not holding it
never
up.
work
No,
together.
he's not gonna hold
no.
it up. I just wanted to like put him facing it so
They
it looked
don't
like he
work
was trying
together.
to
No, they don't work together.
trying to take him down. You
They're
know,
two
like-
different
Yeah.
universes.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah, that's
That
Thanks,
is,
Joseph.
As far as okay,
pretty legit.
get him there. It was working.
I was gonna put it on his head.
It looks better if it's his
Yeah,
arms
looks,
holding
yeah,
it.
It looks better if it's just
Yeah.
the arms.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's try to move.
He's like,
So-
I got it.
Ah,
Oh, that's
freaking
so
Atlas over here. It's awesome.
great. Yeah.
Hello,
so it had been
A.
20
Rodriguez.
It had been $20. Can't believe it just happened. That's amazing.
It's just quality.
They are gonna
entertainment.
have the new titles they have on there are God of War, which is a 2018 game. That's a new game.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, it is a new game, just not incredibly new, but still relevant.
And
4.
still a great game.
It's still a great game. Infamous Second Son, not so much a new game.
But
But
a
is
fun
this
game.
generation.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
finally got this
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5, also this generation.
Ooh.
Definitely not a new game.
But still, people play it like
Super
crazy.
fun though. Yeah.
Uncharted
Great game.
4, Thief's End, also not a new game, but still this generation.
Still a good
They
game.
are
Still a good game. Yeah.
trying to compete with Game Pass.
With Game Pass. Yeah.
Good luck.
Right now, they're doing a pretty piss poor job.
Yeah.
But they're trending in the right direction, maybe.
Yeah, they are.
Hopefully,
They are.
hopefully,
Microsoft, though, man, they have so many games that they put on Game Pass. It's just
hopefully they
unbelievable.
do. Like, hopefully all of their first party games, all
I'm sure they
come
will
to
start doing that.
to Game Pass now, like
Yeah.
or to not Game Pass, PlayStation Now,
After you
like
buy
Game
them.
Pass was.
Especially with PlayStation 5 coming out, I'm pretty sure they'll from
Has to.
PlayStation 5
Better.
from the get go will have it.
If it doesn't, you done screwed up, Aaron. Like,
Yep.
so, like for right now, this isn't advantageous for us. Just like Game Pass wasn't advantageous when it first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, initially Game Pass was why? Why would you
Yeah.
need it?
The only real reason I got Game Pass was because it came with a subscription.
It came with the dead game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Ultimate Pass.
Yeah, the Ultimate Pass is the only reason I got it.
The only
Otherwise,
reason,
like,
And
there's-
Gears
Well, now
5.
you don't have to pay for Gears 5. You
Yeah,
won't have to
but
pay
have to
for
pay
other
monthly.
games. Halo Infinite when it comes out.
Ooh.
hopefully.
If it comes out.
yeah, it'll be a Game Pass.
Ooh.
game.
It
I'm
will.
I'm
They already
sure.
said it is.
Oh, okay.
That's exciting.
It's a Microsoft game. All first party Microsoft games will be on that.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought for some reason you were saying all the new big games that were coming out were going to be included on. So I was annoyed.
Some big games are going to be.
Yeah, I was
They
annoyed
announced
when Call of Duty
Cyberpunk,
wasn't,
right? It's
so.
going to
Yeah.
be Game Pass.
No.
I believe they did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it'll be on Google
Oh my
Stadia.
Yeah, so it definitely
Gosh.
makes it a lot more worth it.
Wait,
like that. To me,
wait.
like having all the
Oh.
old games on it never really sold me because I was like, okay, like I'm probably never gonna go back. Like we have 1,000 titles. Well, that's 1,000 games that I'm probably never gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, like
And that was the thing when Game Pass first came out. It was just old titles. There was
Yeah.
no point. The ones they started,
I don't want to play your.
once Sea of Thieves and Halo
pinata
and
crap.
Gears 4 came out on it, then it's like,
I
okay,
loved that game.
I was gonna say.
I loved Viva Pinata.
it was a fun game. it was an enjoyable little cute game to play when you're after work or whatever.
Ate needs a little bit of adorable, fun, cute in his life. Okay.
It's keeps Ate from killing all of us.
Yep.
Play as much Viva Pinata as you want.
He said,
If
"Yep."
that's his happy place.
He said,
Let's
"Yep,
go.
yep."
It's like Minecraft. If I don't want to do anything crazy, just go in Minecraft, mellow out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You log into Ate's Minecraft. It's just like a torture house. It's like Jesus. Like,
That may or may not be true.
With name plaques against each one. Matthew, Michael, Roberts.
I
have-
have
I have a
plans
bunch
to
of-
move out of state, guys. So
Slowly shut the door. Lock the other ones.
Underneath each name has the armor stand. Just put,
Just on fire.
yeah.
oh,
A. Rodriguez wants to know.
Yes!
So, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Ate?
Oh God Almighty.
Adventure.
Oh man.
You guys always say that, but I don't even know what that is.
It's a reference from a South Park episode
oh.
when they were all playing World of Warcraft and Butters was like, "I'm on the computer all the time," and then Cartman's like, "What are you playing?" He's like, "Hello Kitty Island Adventure."
Oh, okay.
It's like, if you don't go buy Warcraft right now, we're gonna kill you. And he just like he looks at everybody, nobody's kidding, and he goes and buys it. But yeah, Hello Kitty Island Adventure is an inside joke.
Sounds about
okay,
right for a while.
because I've never heard of that game. Because if I had, I probably would play it. I'm just kidding. But
Is he?
No, you're
I
not.
don't feel like
Yeah,
it.
nobody believes you.
So maybe it isn't on. Maybe it isn't going to be on Game Pass.
Oh well,
which one?
Cyberpunk. But it sounded
But
cool.
see, it might. I thought they.
Cyberpunk will be on Stadia. That I know.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Yes, it does say Cyberpunk 2077, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
What?
Elden Ring. All of it says.
Star Wars 2? What is going on?
They've made up for the fact that Call of Duty won't be on there now. In my
I don't
mind.
even care
So,
that it's like
yeah.
$20 a month now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless
with it.
unless this is. I mean it.
Unless they're
maybe.
rumors.
Unless it's just
The
rumors, but it
website's
says
just like
that.
fakebsnews.com. Like, oh!
Dang it.
All right.
Moving right
Segue.
on.
I wish I had that.
You had one job, Robert.
I don't. Was I supposed to get that? How was I supposed to get that?
Just your little mini Segway figurine just across the camera.
Maybe it's false news. Maybe it's false.
False news. I like how he said that. Maybe.
Not fake news.
Not fake news, but
Maybe
but
it's
false.
It's
No.
false reporting, guys.
False
It's false
reporting. Who knows? Hey, Bungie does not want to just be known for Destiny anymore, any longer. They did the Halo thing. They're doing the Bungie thing. They are saying, because it takes a lot, like it takes their whole studio really to work on Destiny.
And even other studios.
And even other studios,
Yep.
yeah. They are saying that they, because you know how they were given a lump sum of money by Tencent to make games, and Tencent is usually known for more like mobile style games. No, they want to come out, and they want to come out at least one other new big IP, not like a mobile game or whatever, a big standalone IP by 2025.
Okay.
So that actually could be really cool because so far they're pretty dang good at creating new IPs as far as that goes. And that doesn't mean that they're not going to keep doing this. They're going to keep going with Destiny. They've still got their plan, their 10-year plan through all of
10 years.
Destiny.
Wow.
Yep.
And I'm bought in. I'm all in.
They just leave one dude manning all of Destiny. He's like, I got this,
I
guys.
got it. Holding down the fort.
But they also want to become like, they said this. So they said they want to become more like a publisher as well. They don't want to be.
That's good because that would be holding
bring
to
another big player out there, because usually these gaming development companies have to go to a publisher like the Activision. Blizzard joined with Activision to try to increase their sales and be bigger. Bungie originally was with Microsoft. Bungie joined with Activision. They want to be their own publisher. They want
and not
to
be beholden to anybody.
to anybody saying
Yeah.
this
That's
is your
cool.
release date, whatever.
Because that kind of
Yeah.
killed Destiny 2. Was that restrictions on what they could and could not do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. I dig it.
So they said they want to become
Yeah.
a multi-franchise entertainment company. Yeah, they received the $100 million from. It's NetEase, not Tencent.
I was getting back, man, that's a
Yeah.
lot of money for 10
It's
cents.
still a lot of money.
Rodriguez in the chat says that sounds so far away from now, but 2025. I mean, it takes a
It'll be
lot.
right around the corner.
It takes a
Yeah.
lot to create a brand new IP. I mean, Halo initially.
It's only 5 years, too.
Yeah, every good AAA
Like-
game is going to take anywhere from 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And I hope it takes 5
Yeah.
years is good. It's when it goes past that mark, then now we've been waiting 10 years, that is probably going to be disappointing.
Right. Yeah, so it's funny how.
Come on,
in
Death
the-
Stranding.
It's funny how, in the grand scheme of things, now 5 years doesn't really seem like that much at
Yeah,
all.
not
Like
at
now, it's
all.
like, it's pretty much the standard, So
Yeah. So I'm guessing we'll see another Bungie IP on PS5, Xbox, whatever.
Hey, Rodriguez says, Activision is the devil, Bobby.
Devil.
Foosball's the devil.
Football devil.
Claus says they were a publisher before Destiny. They published like one game, but what game was that?
Yeah, that would be the end.
Was it
of the
Marathon
PS5
Man? They
was
self-published before.
What was
Yeah,
that
I was like,
one?
what the hell
Yeah,
is
they
that?
self-published their own
That's
games
my
before.
favorite dance.
But
Marathon.
but
What the hell?
they didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm nodding
Oh.
to you. Claus says in the chat, so 2025 would be maybe about the time for a mid-gen refresh.
Of
Yeah,
PS5,
exactly. That's
yeah.
probably what they're doing
Interesting. Yeah.
to help. They'll have their initial launch games, then a mid-gen
Right.
refresh, like he's saying, to
Right.
help.
Yeah.
Nice.
So before
That's pretty cool.
Destiny, they were Halo, and before that, I think the one game they published, and this is off the top of my head, I think it was like Marathon Man. I think that was the game that Bungie was known for publishing themselves. I could be wrong.
you're not Marathon Man, just
Running in place.
Wasn't it?
It was just Marathon.
Oh, it was just called the Marathon?
Marathon Man.
Yeah,
I forget what it was.
Speaking of which, I need to go back and play Destiny because they just made.
and they actually have some Easter eggs of that game in Halo.
Yeah. Whatever.
It is a long time since I've seen Ate cut someone off before.
What?
We usually cut off Ate, and Ate, you just walked right over Michael's sentence.
I'm sorry.
Fudge me, right?
Like Ate's
Didn't
almost
walk
always
over,
the
he
one that's quiet and
disgracefully
frustrated.
just stomped on by. Like,
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's funny.
Go ahead.
It was funny. I was just saying I need to go back and play Destiny because they just made the battle pass or the map pack or battle pass or whatever annual pass thing that they had out a while ago. They just made that free, so all of the zones are now unlocked.
Oh,
For
okay.
everybody and
That's
stuff
Destiny
now,
2?
So,
Yep.
For Destiny 2, yeah. So, and that was like when I first bought Destiny 2, I bought the game, I played it, I really enjoyed it, but nobody else was playing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to invest the other $60 in the annual pass, which was for the next year for any of the maps, any of the dungeons, any of the raids that came out or anything like that. I didn't want to invest it at that time because I was going to be playing by myself, so I don't care. So, but now that it's free, heck yeah, I'll go back and play it.
I'll play.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I just beat the game. That was it.
Right, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I went through, I beat the game. I played the first Leviathan raid. I went through and I did that for a little while, and that was when Jay and Gaz were still playing and stuff like that. And then we finished up that raid, and then we just never played anymore after that. And they came out with like another couple raids after that, and I just didn't have anybody to play with, so I just stopped playing. So
Yeah.
but I'll go back and play it again because there was a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like the armory opened up, and there were a bunch of other like dungeons and raids and instances and nightfalls and stuff like that you could play. But I never got to play 'em because you had to
I
pay.
wonder how big that
$64.
download's going to be for my PS4.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a big one.
As invigorating as this is to talk about a dead game, Google Stadia
I
will
was
be
literally
faster
filling
and
time
more
for you.
responsive than local
How
gaming
dare you.
hardware.
Listen to
Did you
this,
know that,
Michael.
guys?
I was
Listen.
filler for you, damn you! Dare you?
Google Stadia will be faster and more
Shut my
responsive
mouth for the rest of this podcast.
than local gaming hardware. That's what this article says from PC Games.
I thought we were moving on from something that was dead.
This is about to be dead on arrival, but we just don't know that yet.
We don't know
So
yet,
this is
yeah.
going to be DOA, but
It's just nutty. This is nutty.
Google Stadia, they're okay. We have to make this disclaimer every time.
Yes, we
don't
don't know.
We want this to be true, Google Stadia.
Yes, we want it
We
to
want
succeed.
every bold claim you've said to be dead on, spot on,
All right.
but I still don't have my Google Fiber, and I don't know where the Google Glasses went. So,
They're gone.
So run me through the big statement again.
Some people have Google Fiber.
some people,
Not him.
Well, you live.
Thanks a lot,
their
San
5-year
Francisco.
plan to
Always
start in
blame San Francisco.
Oklahoma and be nationwide,
Why are you
give
going to
everybody
start in Oklahoma,
and
first
give
of all?
everybody free internet
Deserve it.
actually died. And some people have it, but they can't get the infrastructure in all these cities because cities won't let them and all stuff. So
Well,
this
that
whole
that
yes,
right
but
there
this
is
whole like they
not
were
their
going
fault.
to do it, and
Jesus
they have
Christ,
the plan.
Dante.
Like
Yeah.
it's the overpromise, underdeliver. Like you didn't think about the fact that you're gonna have to like not
Yeah.
every city is gonna just welcome you with open
Right,
arms.
right,
like,
right.
Now we
it's
got a whole
not
bunch of
that
cows
easy.
in Oklahoma with
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. Like,
Yeah, now
like we don't need it.
they have blazing speeds, but
What's their big
Moo.
claim now? Run it by me again.
Okay, yeah.
it's going to be faster and more responsive than if you were to have a console there
In front of you.
in front of you
Interesting.
processing the game. It's
And we
gonna
kinda
be
talked about this
faster to
last
send
time.
it-
No, we did not. This is totally different.
sending information over there. Yeah.
This
it's-
isn't the thing that you mentioned about the like response, where like the predictive responsive
That's
what I
type
was-
stuff.
that's what I was
Exactly.
talking
So,
about.
That
yes.
is.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
weird,
is,
dude.
So
That's
basically,
crazy.
and I'll let Robert talk about it, but basically they're saying they're going to have an AI that has like negative AI. What's the A stand
Not
for again?
Okay.
artificial
What's the I stand for? again?
Ignorance.
intelligence.
Ignorance.
What's the A stand
What's
for
the A
again?
stand for again?
I love red versus blue. Anyways, they're saying it's like negative response time where the AI is going to be able to predict and kind of basically it's like
Here you go. Yeah.
Set my controller down. Figure it out for me.
it's like adding frame rates. It's going to add
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to add
What in
milliseconds.
the- that's-
like
Yeah.
so go ahead and
So, yeah,
take it
it's-
away.
It's supposed to combat the fact that you're playing on a server by adding a crap ton of frames when your latency starts to get higher, so that way when you make a move, it'll give you a slight advantage, and then B, by having an AI that will study your movements in a video game and then pre-render any situation that may actually unfold. So if you decide to do a certain move, it'll be like, I knew you were going to do that, and send it to you faster than if you were to
So
just
it's
do
like
it.
reverse RAM.
That is
Yeah.
bananas, dude. Like
There's no way this can fail.
there's
Part of me, I feel like an old man who's seen like electric cars for the
We're
first
all at
time,
that age
and
now,
I'm
like,
no,
it's
my
not-
computer's hardware, not the way it goes.
That's not
And it's
possible.
It's
It
like,
does
it's
have
like an
that.
old man that saw a light bulb for the first time and like shit himself.
What's
He's
this
like,
witchcraft?
Oh, God!
What's this witchcraft? Yeah, like it does kind of have that air to
Yeah.
it, you know. Like,
Yeah, like
You're
no.
gonna tell me you flip that little switch doohickey over there, and,
And
that's
that
gonna be
thing goes
faster
on,
than me doing this and starting a fire?
no,
Bull!
no, I refuse.
Okay, we know that's what it sounds like we're doing right now, but
That
the
it
scary
does.
That's
part.
exactly what it
It
is.
kind of does.
Yes,
I-
if we're wrong,
if we're wrong,
we're the old people.
we are
who
doing
We're
that.
now the
Yeah.
old people.
We're gonna do
And
a
we are
whole
willing
podcast
to
where
accept
we eat
that.
butterscotch. We eat butterscotch and we talk about.
Don't
how
you
good-
dare.
We're
Don't
all
you
gonna
dare
come
that.
If we're wrong, let's do a whole podcast where we eat butterscotch and we talk about how good things used to be.
Used to be,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Let's
There
do
we
it.
go.
Yes.
Let's do it.
A
We're all
back
gonna come
back
in
in my day
orthopedic shoes and
podcast.
talk about-
Back in my day podcast.
When
Back-
video games used
You gotta
to
wear
be in front of you.
loafers, you know.
back when Medal of Honor came out,
We'd all be wearing
Let
our
me tell you.
bathrobes. And
there was no lag because
It was all land.
it was all land. It was just your controller and
see.
your TV, and you just played. There was no.
it was just a man and his
There was
controller
no. There was no.
Man has
and his
controller.
will to win.
There was
Back
no.
when your console was loyalty.
There was
Now
no.
they're putting everything on in the cloud.
There was no HDMI. We just had RCA.
RCA.
RCA and S video. Yeah.
Not even S video.
Not even S
Not
video.
even that video was later.
Oh,
Man, remember when S video was like, oh my gosh, you got 480p?
I do.
No sound either.
Dude, that's creepy,
A.
though.
Rodriguez says.
that's creepy.
That's nutty, right?
Yeah,
like,
that
oh
is
my
bun-
god.
But
Bananas
it's you know
if
it's
it
the whole
happens, like-
future technology looks like magic to us. You
It's
know?
magic,
For sure,
dude.
yeah.
It's magic.
He says, "Is it like Tesla self-driving? You just have to like touch the remote every once in a while." Like,
Dude, if Tesla's
Yeah,
AI,
yeah. Just make sure you're still there.
Claw says, "I can't wait for Google to use my data to make an AI to replace me." Exactly.
that's what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah, that's what's happening.
See, that's gonna be part of the podcast too. We're gonna be conspiracy.
We can
theories.
go into
Yeah.
a whole future tech
Oh, yeah.
podcast if we wanted to.
I'm more interested
sorry,
in the
Superman.
old tech podcast.
So
Yeah.
Again,
I want it to be true.
I don't.
But have you ever used like those frame rate like motion blur like on your TVs?
Yeah, that's what I was
Where-
thinking. Yeah,
where,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like it's like the Auto Plus 240 where like it's a frame rate tries to clean it up.
Yeah, it's supposed to help with the motion
helps
blur
with
type stuff, yeah.
And really it just adds more motion.
makes me
blur.
more nauseous,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you sit there and you're like, I can see the individual frames now.
unnatural.
Like the golf ball has like 4. Like what is going
Yeah.
on? The soccer ball, and then you turn it off and it looks normal. Like
Give me my blur, please. I would
Yes.
like that back.
yeah. We can't even decrease latency issues on 4K TVs as much as we want to right now.
Yep.
Like in your living room with game mode, there's still even latency on that.
Yeah.
I
I guess
my
I
setup's
also
different.
don't like. Oh, I'm sorry. I
No, no.
ran you over that.
That's
time.
fine.
Go for
I'm
it.
used to it.
Please continue, sir.
No, I already forgot what I was going to say.
I was gonna say, me personally, I just don't like the human element being taken out of it. I don't like
Yeah,
the fact that
yeah.
like I'm gonna be playing and some system is predicting my moves
Yeah.
for me. Like if I want to
Obviously,
beat up on a 12-year-old, I'm gonna beat up on a 12-year-old. Like I don't.
You heard
want,
that here first.
I don't want that.
You heard it here first. Michael beats 12-year-olds.
I have a hard enough time beating the 12-year-olds. I don't need some AI helping them out. Like.
Well,
Okay,
like,
but if everybody has it, everybody's on the same playing field.
but if you get a kill,
Yeah, but then what's the point of it then? Just get rid of it. Like what? Like I don't understand.
like, did you really get that?
You'll have an
kill?
advantage, but everybody has the same advantage. Then it's not an advantage.
No, they're just saying that this is their way of combating
Latency.
rather than
because what we were talking about was literally
latency. Yeah, like
how are you
oh.
not going to have latency
Oh.
when everything's going to
Yeah.
this cloud and coming back as opposed to just
And then what's
all of it
next?
being
We're going to be
processed
making
here.
I mean,
claims
it's
of like,
not
we
like
know
it's-
how you play. You don't need to play anymore. Just
bunch-
put the controller down and we'll figure it out for you. Like,
mean,
what's
it's-
next?
it's not gonna be like as bad as like aim assist. It's just enough to deal with buffering
Yeah, makes
essentially.
sense, yeah.
It's
I
like
guess,
definitely-
but
moving around a map, knowing.
I'm
what's
sure we're
ahead
blowing
of
it
you.
way out of proportion
Yes,
from what
yes,
it
you are.
actually is. But
to me,
so.
this feels like someone that makes a wild
correct me, my
claim,
old man.
and then rather than just backtracking and saying I was wrong, they continue to make more wild.
More wild
just,
claims.
just digging in
And
deeper.
they're
This
like,
is
oh,
gonna
yes, it's
work.
gonna be great, but sir, there's a latency issue. AI, we have AI now. No more latency. I don't really know what latency is, but AI helps, right?
AI
right?
solves all problems.
If I can't figure it out, damn Tesla's AI can.
AI. Come on, Elon Musk, help me.
It's
Oh, did you guys see Tesla's AI beat a professional Dota 2 player?
excuse me.
What?
That's a real video. By the way, anybody that's watching right now, look that up on YouTube.
Because we
About
all
a year
Just
ago,
not during the show.
yeah.
Keep them on the show.
well,
Do it after the
you're
show.
done, after you're done. So a year ago, they posted it. It was a Dota 2 World
was a
Championship.
year ago?
A year ago. Tesla's open AI company, right? Elon Musk's open AI company. They had an AI that they let the AI play Dota 2 for 2 weeks. And they let it play continually straight against itself multiple times, right?
Just
All at the
running
same time.
billion scenarios.
They never told it how to play the game. They never gave it any strategies. They just put it in the game and said, go.
You know, I've seen this movie.
out.
Yeah.
It's called War Games.
But-
Yeah, it's called
Anyway.
War Games. I'm out. I'm done.
It
Yeah, it ends with a sequel, The Matrix.
It destroyed the world champion of Dota 2.
What
Destroyed him in a 1-to-1 battle multiple times. Wrecked him.
So then they're going to put them in robots.
Yep.
And then those robots are going to beat all of our armies.
Now, how about the game Go? Have you guys heard of the board game Go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy game. 3,000 years ago, we made it. Like
Yeah.
there's schools in like Japan that just
Yeah.
you go to school for this kind of thing. That same AI beat the world champion of Go. And showed us. I guess they said that the AI was using strategies that the humans have not thought of in the 3,000 years that we created that game.
No, that's good.
So not only
Like I said,
Yeah,
we're
we're
creating
done.
Now they're
war
teaching-
monsters
yeah.
to destroy
now
us.
they're teaching kids using those strategies because they've never seen them before.
Right,
They're
like
not.
like, and that's nuts. And that game has been passed down for tons of generations.
Yeah, like
you know,
it's-
like so if they haven't
All right.
thought of it yet,
So
like,
maybe
that's
they're right. Maybe the negative
Maybe it
latency
could
will
work.
work.
Yeah, yeah.
Consider-
That might
maybe.
have sold me a little bit right there.
But the point is, you're still being able to beat people and use strategies and all this stuff. Okay, that's
Not just people.
yes, but that's
the best.
Yeah,
Like-
The best of
that
the best.
makes sense. A million people playing this
yeah, that's a
thing
whole
at
different
one
ballgame.
time, and you using your quote unquote negative latency, using an AI to predict all these things, and all these people connecting to this server and being able to somehow take care of latency.
Right,
It's going to be
right.
better than on your. I just don't buy it yet. Like
Yeah.
I don't think with
be cool if it
everybody's
worked,
internet connections that this is going to be.
yeah.
There's like
the way it
there's a
works,
single
like-
AI handling this. It's like, oh god, there's too much.
Yeah, well,
I can't do it.
at
I
one
mean, if
point, we
anybody-
didn't think we'd have big old battle royales online. So and that
Yeah, I
happened,
mean, if anybody could
so-
do it, it's
Tesla. I mean,
At
Google.
some point, somebody probably proposed the
No.
idea of huge multiplayer rooms, and people were like, "We can't handle that kind of stress."
No, but
Yeah.
it's been around.
Yeah,
valid,
okay,
valid.
but
We
what-
just had this
yeah.
conversation a couple weeks ago.
Yes,
like,
but, like,
at some
okay.
point, somebody thought it was magic. So
That was strengthening the servers. You have to allow for more
Yeah.
people. This is putting everything on the server.
right,
Everything. Every component of this, besides the controller in your hand,
The server is the console.
is on the. And you're going to tell me $120 replaces, and is going to be better than the console I buy for $600,
yeah,
or the gaming PC I make for $3,000. You're telling me?
I'm with you.
No, so that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I'm-
That's
I'm
what
with
That's
you.
what I'm telling you.
They're
I'm
saying
with you. Like-
these claims right now is insane. Whereas we'll say like when Mag did it, how much
Yeah.
was it? 250?
256.
256 people. That wasn't like out of the realm of possibility. That was just like, oh, you strengthened servers to allow for more people, and you
Still a lot
created
of
a
people.
bigger map because we had more storage. That made more sense than the claims they're making now. That was like within the realm of possibility.
Right.
This is like,
The claims are
I
outlandish.
see
but,
what you're saying
yeah.
as far as this would be really cool to do. I don't see how the technology is there yet to do it. I could see maybe in the future, maybe. But
Now, would you be more on board with the concept if they did the same thing like that, where it was like, we're just going to have a dedicated room with only 1,000 people in it, and we're going to run it that way? Type thing?
1,000.
What do you mean?
Like, so you said like with Mag, like you only did like 250 or whatever it was, or something like
And
that.
that was
like,
way beyond what anybody had right.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of it being such a grand scale like it is right now, what if it was a very isolated type thing where they ran it that way? Would you be more on board? Would you?
Well, I'm
think
sure
that was
that's
more
how,
possible.
I'm sure that's pretty much how it is.
It's going to be isolated like that. There's going to be
Yeah.
multiple servers
Yeah,
doing
it's
it.
Yeah.
So,
multiple,
like,
but I don't.
It's not all of Google one
One
big
server.
server doing
Yeah.
everything. There's
Right,
no
'cause
way.
that's kind of what I'm hearing in my head.
Yeah.
Right
No,
now, so I'm
no,
hearing,
no.
like, yeah,
It's
it-
just the
servers.
technology I don't think is there to be able to do all of this. It doesn't make sense. Like if it.
well, it's on record. If it is, we're coming back and we're doing an old man
Did
podcast.
you-
Oh, that's
so-
fine.
Yeah.
But we've already said it over and over again. We'd love
sure.
for this to
Dress
be
up.
true.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
totally,
excited.
yeah.
We'd love for this to be
I'm
true.
going to dress up in tweed.
But I feel like it in tweet. I want a jack with elbow patches.
I mean, 10 years ago, nobody even thought
bifocals?
about having cloud computing in the first place.
Yeah.
I did.
You know, well,
Shut up.
the majority of people didn't,
That's right.
think that was a possibility. Now it's an everyday thing.
Yeah. So
So
we'll see.
See, I think it's
I'm not on board with it.
my
but,
issue is
Yeah,
Google
me
loves
neither.
to do this. They love to
Yeah.
boldly claim that they can do all these things,
Well-
and then it falls by the wayside, like Google Fiber, Google Glasses.
no, Google Fiber is still a thing. It's just
they
the
can't, no,
rollout.
it's like stopped. They're not expanding anymore.
It's because
Yeah.
a lot of it's not their fault. That's the
Yeah,
cities.
that's my point. Is
Cable
don't make
companies.
bold claims that you can't follow through on.
Well, like, remember when they came out with Gmail? And everyone was all stoked on Gmail. And then they come out and they're like, it's invitation only. What?
We
Like,
were
they didn't-
we were
they-
in on the very first.
They
Yeah.
didn't have the server strength to do it for everyone. So they, like, invitation only. And then they built it up. And it was like,
But now everybody
Oh,
uses
okay.
Gmail.
I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like Gmail's open to everybody.
No.
No.
No,
I got-
initially
I got
when
it.
it
I
first
caught
came
it.
out,
literally first
Yeah.
came out, it was invitation
I
only.
got
We
it,
were on
yeah.
it in high school.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Only because your
And-
high school was like, yeah, give it to the kids.
No.
whatever.
no,
Oh.
we had people.
We had people.
Watch
Look at
out,
you
okay.
guys and your fancy
Yeah, I
high
remember.
school. We're still in the
it
AOL
was
chat
still,
rooms
it
then,
was
man.
still
Like-
invite. It was still invite about 8 years ago because I had a friend that worked at Google.
Really?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
worked at Google,
Wow.
and they found out I had a Gmail account. Like, how did you get invited?
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
You
I've
were
actually
so
had this since high school.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
like, whoa, like
Yeah. It's crazy. I had no
it
idea.
was still invite at that point. But you could like if I could invite you. Once you're on it, you can invite somebody else. So it was slowly
okay.
spreading.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like a-
yeah, I got
like a
you.
virus.
Okay. It wa-
Yeah.
Right,
It's the
right.
Google,
But-
it's the Gmail virus.
It wasn't
was
like
a
you had to. It wasn't like you had to get a
controlled
special
slow-
invite
yeah.
from
No.
Google. It was more of a gotcha. Nice.
And during that time, having we have 10 megabytes of space on there. Now it's
That's hundreds of emails.
like not even an
I have
issue.
50,000 unread.
I'm actually running out of
Yeah.
space on my emails
What? Dang.
Interesting.
because I have like 9. Because I don't delete my
Delete
emails
your
Yeah.
spam, dude.
because that was the whole point of having Gmail. You never have to delete your
How many
emails.
how many
Now you do.
emails do you have?
It was like 90,000 something on there.
Oh, okay. I was like, because I got about 60 right now on my Yahoo. So
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Let's see if they can see this.
What is
They
that?
can't.
I can't even see it.
There
I'm
it
sure
is.
they can.
Was that 50?
53,417
Yeah.
emails.
See, okay, good. See,
Yeah,
I'm
that's a good
so
one.
happy to be in a room with two other people who also share the same
Dude,
email
I ain't got
issue.
no time to read all those
Right?
emails.
No.
Thank
You
you.
can literally
Thank
say-
I'm not
you.
going to click on each one. I'm going to
No,
skim through the
thank
app and be
you.
like,
You
okay.
click select all, mark as red, and then you don't have that issue.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't have.
No,
a
you do
thousand-
when there's 53,000 because you do that and then it'll be like, okay, done. And then you look at it next time it says 38,000
no,
still.
it's
Like,
slow. It slowly does it because there's so many. Like
Okay.
I had at one time, I had about like 20,000. I was like, I got to get rid of this, and I did the select all, and it took actually like all day for it to finally
Nope.
get down. Like, and if you have more, it's gonna take longer for it
it's,
to mark.
I'm too old now. For me,
See,
it's just a badge of
We're
honor.
not
now
at
this
that
point.
podcast
It's
yet.
just a badge of
We're
honor
not
at this
the
point.
I'm an old man
I'm
podcast
going to
yet.
break the
No,
world record.
see, I'm
man.
just seeing how long I
I'm
can
holding
go
it
now.
out.
He's just signing up for all the freaking send me emails.
Like,
I'm going to be
honestly-
70 years old with like 4 billion unread emails
I
in there.
feel like I'm showing off to people when I show it. They're like, man, I've got 100 unread emails. I'm like,
I live for the response of, oh my god.
yeah,
Okay.
So
oh
it's
my
weird
God.
because on Android, all I have to do is just open up the Gmail and then you close it, and it's not red. Just the notification goes away.
Okay,
So
but this is
interesting.
just still showing you that you have.
But I don't have the
unrecognized.
notifications like
Oh.
like
Oh, you don't get
20,000.
By the way,
Oh, okay.
if you don't want to see it, you can still turn off the badge.
That's fine. No, it's,
Yeah, that's true.
Why would I
Um,
turn off my badge of honor? Why would I do that?
So dumb. Now they are saying that it is going to be faster, more responsive. They're saying in a year or two.
Ah!
Yeah,
But that's the thing.
fine
They're
print.
yeah, the
they-
fine print.
Here it comes.
Put an asterisk next to it.
at least they're showing a roadmap.
Some wealth.
Yeah,
some,
that's true.
Some
They
Every-
show-
constraint.
okay, let's count how many roadmaps worked out for them.
I already
Google
did that, but
Fiber,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Google Glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are these roadmaps going?
Google, Gmail,
Okay, those are good. You're right. Those two things.
Google Maps.
Google Maps,
Yeah, Google Maps. is
Google
pretty
Maps. is
Google
actually
Translate.
Good. Hey,
crappy.
Google Maps had to beat out what was the
Google
other map
Drive.
company before Google Maps that everybody was using?
MapQuest.
MapQuest.
MapQuest,
Google
yeah.
Maps beat out MapQuest.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
That was pretty impressive.
I still use Google Maps.
the
I
whole
thought you were
Google
gonna say
suite.
MapQuest. I was like,
I
what?
still use MapQuest.
He prints it out every
I still
day.
like the print.
I
No,
still use my
I-
Thomas guide.
I was gonna say MapQuest is for weak people, man. You got to use that Thomas guy.
I actually
Don't be getting
bought
soft.
a Thomas guide
Yeah,
a few
let
months
me-
ago.
Yeah,
Just in
really?
Just
case.
just in case.
Just in case
Yeah,
your-
exactly.
your
We all grew up
GPS
learning
goes
how to
out.
use
Yeah.
Thomas
Back
guides.
in
Like,
Market.
that was what, like,
Back
when
in
we would
Market.
drive places, my dad would
Yeah,
be
but
like,
then-
look up the directions. I'm like, Dad, it's Pizza Hut. It's down the block. And he's like, pull out the Thomas guide and you learn how to use it. So,
He's a grid.
Who the hell was Thomas?
Yeah, he was a guide
Yeah,
back
guy.
in the day.
He's just a guy. It's
Yeah.
like,
I don't
I'm your
understand what
guide
you
of the
don't.
he
world.
was a guy who was a guide.
I don't
It's pretty
understand what you don't
self-explanatory,
understand
buddy.
about this.
Well,
Yeah,
it's the
it's-
Thomas guy guide.
He was our guy,
Thomas
Thomas.
guy guy.
Thomas guy.
Just
our
like
guide.
Tom was our friend on MySpace. I don't
Oh, you're right.
understand
You're right.
what
My bad.
you're
You're mad.
Tom is always your friend.
And just
Yeah.
like Thomas was a train.
exactly.
Got it.
An
All the
engine.
same person.
He
All
was
the same
Thomas
person.
Tank Engine.
Ah, this is quite the tangent. Okay.
I don't know how we went this far on Google Stadia, but let's move on to the fact. Oh, and I closed the article. Dang it!
And this is a real fun
Uh,
picture to try and watch. Like, see, it's not doesn't work out very well.
Sony supposedly, and I'm gonna let you talk about this. 'Cause I didn't actually read anything on this.
Teaching you how to mount a TV?
Yep. No.
Location 1. This is the first place you
Sony
can put it.
is working on a competitor, maybe to Stadia.
Possibly.
Sony,
They're-
Possibly.
no. Sony, stop.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-oh. We just lost internet completely.
What do you mean? It's still going, right? It's still going, right?
It says we're going. No, we're not. Kilobyte 0. We lost everything.
Well, stop the stream then, because I don't want this to get. Sorry
recording.
about that.
Start.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, guys. Are you still recording?
Yeah,
Okay.
it automatically goes.
That was weird.
Yeah, the internet just dropped out for it.
Internet just dropped
5
out for
seconds.
like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
It's back.
what were we talking about?
Sony coming up with a
Sony's-
competitor for
yeah.
Go on the thing and
Like
do-
Sony, at least wait for
I
them
mean-
to see if it works. Like,
right. Let them jump on that grenade first. See if
Yeah,
it actually
yeah.
goes, and then blow them out of the water afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it is. They're saying the PS5 basically is you're going to be able to.
Wait, is it the PS5 or is it a different thing? Because I thought it was in addition to the PS5.
Yeah,
It's more of an addition.
an addition, basically.
Okay, so it's not its only purpose.
No. It's an extra thing for it to do.
Okay.
I mean, oh come on. Sorry.
Well, looking at the figures, it looks like a cloud gaming system, just like the Stadia,
Well,
where you can play in different locations, even though your console is technically in the first location.
It's kind of like a remote play.
Yeah.
because the whole thing too was
like
Google.
IKEA
It was supposed to be PlayStation Now was supposed to be online cloud streaming a game. It's supposed to be. It didn't work very well,
Yeah.
and it was only single player games. It still doesn't work very well because of people's internet.
But Stadia thinks it can.
And I think they allowed downloading because that was a big issue. People were
Yeah.
getting pissed that you couldn't download games. Like
Yeah.
the streaming isn't working well, so let me download the game, please.
Okay, I gotcha.
So they allowed that. The original point of this was to be streaming gameplay. Didn't work very well. Now Google's saying we can do it.
Yeah.
Also, we can add multiplayer.
And PlayStation just like, hold my beer.
Yeah. So,
I mean, if it's enough that even Sony's thinking about it.
Yeah.
well, Sony was already thinking like they're the first ones to. try to do it, but it didn't work very well because
Yeah, but for
there's
them,
always limitations because there's a server somewhere trying to send you all this stuff and like I don't know, but they're saying basically they're going to be able to
do something similar.
do something similar.
It's just odd because the first picture shows the console hooked up to a TV, and then all the other pictures no consoles. So
Well, they're all
It kind
location.
of seems like
it's all location. Like it's going to be able
it seems
to.
like remote play.
It basically seems like remote play.
Like
yeah.
it's not like they decided to not actually do it on the server, just have the PS5 handle it, but you can play it anywhere.
Yeah, basically you can handle. Yeah, you can handle. But they're saying anywhere. Like if you're
Anywhere, yeah.
anywhere. If you have a T, so but there's still the console doing it, still connecting to your console.
But I like that.
Well,
Because
this
that's like a PC
in this
kind of thing.
in this thing though, is actually the controllers connecting to the Wi-Fi of the, not the console itself.
Oh, so you have to be in the same house with the same network. Or wait, no. Are the controllers connected to Wi-Fi internet and then sent over the internet to your console in a different
Right.
location?
Right.
Because that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe you don't need the Bluetooth to connect anymore.
It's just Wi-Fi.
You can just connect via
So
Wi-Fi.
the patent says the patent application does not necessarily mean that the product will actually come, but it will be an excellent way for Sony to introduce gamers to the PlayStation platform in a cheap way. Gamers will only need to purchase a controller and be in possession of a smart television or media player to play the games via PlayStation Now.
Huh.
They're also trying to go.
That's
Google
kinda
This is
Stadia.
this is
Yeah,
Stadia, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
It's essentially a competitor.
That's nutty. All right. Let's do it.
So
I'm
we'll-
still saying it's not going to work.
No,
yeah, seriously.
no,
Like,
Again,
no,
it's
the
again,
facts-
it's just a patent. They haven't said they're actually going to do this. They and Sony does this a lot of times with all their patents.
This is
I
file
always
so many of
failed.
them.
This
I
is
feel like
always
Sony's like-
failed.
It's a backup plan just in case.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like you know when like Move controllers when they first came out, and then Switch is like we're gonna or like Nintendo's like we're gonna do that with the Wii, and
Yeah.
they made their whole controller based around this, and like PlayStation like the whole system, and PlayStation's like. No, that was like a thing we did on the side. Like it was going to be a peripheral. Like it was going to
Yeah.
be cool to add to it, not base our whole thing.
No, not going to be the whole thing.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess you could do that for 2 consoles. Oh, a third one now. Okay. You should probably add a controller and then switch out a controller, like a pro controller.
Yeah.
I feel like this is almost the same thing. Like PlayStation said, we're going to have this as a thing. Like the PlayStation Now is going to be a thing on the side, and Google's like, no, we're going to do that as our whole thing.
That's
They're
our
like,
whole thing now.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're telling you maybe
calm.
not the best. You as a
No.
side thing, maybe you notice we added downloads because it doesn't really not ready for what are you?
We still have
Google's
our
like we
main
got
thing.
this. So I feel like that's where we're at still.
No, why? Why? Why, Robert?
You'll see.
The worst.
I don't want to know why you're. Anyway, so that's apparently.
Dude, I just don't know, man. If PlayStation already kind of failed doing this a couple years ago, Nvidia tried to do this, and sure, some people use it, but a lot of people don't like it.
Again,
like,
it was the whole
stop.
the
stop.
timings.
I just
was
don't-
wrong.
I still don't think it's gonna work, man.
It's
Yeah.
Like I feel like Nvidia had a place to try and do that. Google kind of has no place. Google's never done this. They're just like, hey, screw it. AAA games, we can do it too. Like,
well, we'll see.
So basically, Avery says consoles acts like a server. Basically, yeah.
It's
And
no, what else acts like a server? A server.
let's put it this way: we use your Plex server.
Yeah, I don't play games on it.
Yeah, but you have a computer that strains it. I just
You want to be
it's
putting
not
that out
gonna
on
be.
the interwebs
Yeah.
for people to know?
What does it matter? It's got my home videos, Michael. Do you not want to cherish my family moments?
they're great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
all of them.
All 8 of my home videos.
Totally
are
what I
fantastic.
love about
Anyways.
your...
Especially like the video of
we
where
spend a
you.
lot of time on this. We don't see it being what they say it's going to be. I think a lot of people are.
I know.
I think a lot of people are going to buy it because of the bold claims, and it's not going to be everything they want it to be, just like PlayStation Now wasn't everything they want it to be. And they're thinking it's going to be that way a few years from now, and people are going to be over it quickly and then just discard it. And then they'll be like, no, come back. It really works now. And people are like,
Nah.
yeah, I'm playing my new
you had
Xbox
to-
or my new PlayStation.
Yeah, you had your
Like,
chance.
It's going to go the way of Google Glass or Google Fiber, in my opinion. I could be wrong, and we'll say if we're wrong.
Hopefully
if
you
it
are
happens.
wrong.
Yeah,
That-
hopefully
because
I
it
am
would
wrong,
be
'cause it
really
would
cool. Yeah, it would
Then
be.
I don't got to buy a console.
Yeah, it'd be
ever again?
super legit.
Or a you know, or a.
Again, we'll have
Yeah.
to see when it comes out.
Yep.
And then initially, too, what Google is doing well as far as Stadia is they limited the Founders Edition to only be so many. So it's not like everybody and their mom is playing this. They're doing it very similar to how Gmail was, where there's only a few people and they could expand on it.
So it's like Gmail or Oklahoma.
Once it starts working, if it works, then they can start building on it and expanding it. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
And that way, if it doesn't work, only those people know about it. Then everyone else is just like, oh yeah, what happened? Yeah, we just gave up on it.
Take my money.
We thought we'd put it somewhere else. Put the money somewhere else. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's really actually all just went to grandma's retirement fund.
That's literally what happened with Google Glasses. Like, where are Google Glasses?
I don't.
We decided to look in a different direction.
Oh, cool. All right.
It's our money. What do you care?
Sweet. Yeah. Thanks. Cool.
The thing is, not every patent.
Yeah. Not
works.
Not everything's gonna be a home run. So.
Yeah.
All right.
But we'll see.
Moving on to a photograph.
Sorry.
Matt, are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much ready. This is gonna be interesting.
Is it?
the old man laughed.
Speaking of going on old man rants, actually, we'll seem younger with this one. The WGA, Writers Guild of America.
I went a couple of different directions.
They also have
one of
East
them.
and West.
I'd like to know which directions you went on that.
No, I went Women's Guild of America. And
Walrus's Guild of
I went
America.
Walrus's
that's a
Guild
cool
of
one.
America. and
Wombats.
Willoughbys,
Willoughbys, not wallabies.
Wallabies,
Wallabies, wildebeest.
Either
Did
one
you put
works.
them two together?
Wildebeest, wildebeest of the Greater American Association.
Yep, all of that.
Waluigi.
Yeah. I went a couple.
like
The Waluigies. yeah.
Is that it? All the fun W words?
I'm just filling space in, man.
I
Whenever
was
you're
waiting
ready.
for you to finish.
Whenever you're
I was
ready.
waiting for you to finish.
The Wiggles? I don't know, man. I'm trying
The
my
Wiggles?
best. Trying my best.
Basically,
Wisconsin's.
they
Werewolves.
removed, and it's basically it's an award that they
Dedicated
give
wham.
to
Sorry,
like
that's it.
every year they give award to movies, TV shows, whatever, and video games since 2008 for writing. The best writing in a video game.
Oh, nice. Okay. So like storyline, script, things like that and stuff.
Yeah, and let's see. 2018 was like Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
That's good.
Batman: The Enemy Within,
That's
God
good.
of War,
That's
good.
Marvel Spider-Man, Pillars
That's
of
good.
Eternity. God of War won
Sure.
for the writing.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Good.
Other winners: Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4,
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Boy.
Last of Us.
So yeah.
Okay, good job.
But in order to be nominated, you have to be part of the organization, just like the Oscars. Like, you have to, which is weird. So you have to. Everybody has to pay $100 fee,
Right,
in order to
right.
be up for nomination.
Yeah.
Which the bigger games can't, the smaller games can't. Like the bigger games can, the smaller games can't.
Yeah.
$100.
It was like,
yeah.
Small game.
yeah, I was
Let's go.
like, it's $100. I'm sure you all can pull together 10.
Yeah, I
bucks.
guess I could. Yeah, it's
like,
But
are you kidding me
the
right
thing
now?
is there's a bunch of people that
No
are
Man's
that
Sky,
are
just-
there's a bunch of people that are members. There are members, like a bunch of big studios. They are members of this.
yeah.
Like there's plenty of games that are covered by this, but they got rid of the whole category.
Oh.
They just took video games
Gone.
out. They're no longer giving an award for it.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Even though there's
no,
people
actually.
it's not
that
okay.
are part
No.
of the Writers Guild Association that are video game, like literally.
Yes.
Like,
Why? What was the reasoning
Well,
for
Klaus
it?
says in the chat they removed the award because they know there isn't enough games releasing that has guild members.
So?
doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. It could take one.
It's just like
There's
the
not enough
Oscars.
double dipping,
There's only
like-
so many.
Yeah.
There's only so many games for. Only so many movies for the Oscars too.
Right.
Like
That's why you always hear these weird
Garbage.
off-the-wall movies that I've never heard of before.
no,
That
that's
win
why
the
there's
Oscars,
Sundance
like-
film for the people that aren't going to be part of this. Like,
That's garbage. That sucks.
and people are pissed.
No, you know what that feels like to me.
Look at this
That just feels
fucker.
like a deliberate target against video games.
Seriously.
That's exactly what it is.
To me, that just feels like it's just a video game. It's not high class enough to be in something like this. Like that's what it
Basically,
feels
that's
like
what
to
it
me.
feels
Like
like.
that's garbage.
Neil Druckmann said this is the misguided slap in the face for writers in video games.
Yes.
Like it's basically taking them out of it and being like, yeah, you guys aren't worthy of a writers game association.
That's all it is. Yeah, you're not high class enough
Oh yeah,
for this.
yeah. Imagine
like,
if they did
Yeah.
that crap at like the Oscars or something.
Yeah,
And this
that's-
is like one of the highest awards. Like
that sucks.
Or like if it was like an Emmy thing, and like you go up to like because you're nominated, they're like, just kidding, there wasn't enough of you.
yeah, right.
None of you guys were good enough. So we're not
your
even
budget
gonna-
wasn't big enough. We can't have you included, please.
Nope.
What? That sucks.
Can someone
What's your
explain
opinion
to
on
me
the
why
matter,
we had to
Ate?
do the photograph? Because I put a lot of work into this,
Yeah,
and I
the-
really don't get it.
What? Okay,
Why
so
did
I was
you-
gonna ask you, what's the?
why did you do this?
You told me to do this. You wrote it in the thing, and you're like, you made a joke about a photograph, and I was like, okay, I'll just do it. You jerk.
deleted everything off of there.
Ate, yeah.
There was a whole rant
Matthew
that you
made a whole
deleted,
rant about
and
it,
you deleted it.
and I literally made a picture
Oh, I was just trying to make
about it.
space.
Yeah, why? Yeah, you
So
deleted
now we
it.
don't know what the rant was or why the picture's funny.
I know what it was because I
Just
wrote
look at the
this.
history.
No, I know what it was. So basically, it said we like to put jokes to ourselves in our outline on our little topic.
They should
our own clickbait for ourselves.
Whatever
basically,
is in the outline makes it to the show. So,
like
know.
for the Bungie one, it says Bungie to branch out from Destiny. It's just so we know where we're going.
Yeah.
And right here I said Writers Guild of America removes video game category because there's a whole rant. I put this whole funny rant.
Yeah.
And I was
It's a
actually
funny
going to say
rant,
it.
yeah.
And Ate deleted it and put insert Matthew going nuts here.
It was just taking so much space.
I don't care. It was funny. And now I can't remember. All I can tell you.
like that one.
No, but all I can tell you is that it was because they were like blankety blank blank. I made it
Yeah, a
family
lot of-
friendly.
Yeah,
lot of-
Blankety blank 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 blank. Short-sighted sons of blankety blank
that's
blank
right.
blank.
And then
That should be
Nickelback photo. That's what
that
we
should
had to do.
that should be locked in a room for the rest of their lives. Only able to listen with Nickelback blasting 24/7 until they lose their minds. It was something like
Yeah,
that.
and then I did this.
And then he was gonna pop up Nickelback.
That's funny.
Obviously, it
Obviously,
didn't work out
Ate
as
ruined
planned.
everything.
I just thought it was gonna roll smoothly. We got through it. I'm like, why did no one talk about the Nickelback?
Oh, I'm sure all the viewers are like, what is this there for? I don't understand.
Because
Nelly.
Nickelback is as dumb as the WGA. That's what we're saying, basically.
That's annoying because there are so many good stories that come out of video games that are just
Oh, and it's, by the way, it's all these, it's the actual writers and the producers. They're all members. They have to be members of this
Yeah.
thing. So they're all pissed off. It's like, you basically just
Great. Yeah, I'm a member. Great.
you made us
The
be
bait-
part of your guild
Yeah, it's a bait and
to
switch.
be
Yeah.
eligible for this award. It's the only way we could be eligible for your award. And
And-
really, you just wanted a bunch of members.
and now we're not.
And
yeah,
now
and
you
now
took
you have
it
our
away.
money. Yeah.
Now you have our money.
And it
Like,
sucks too because we live in a day and age now where video games are a lot more, quote unquote,
Recognized,
sophisticated,
yeah.
and they have a lot more great storylines to them and great writing to them than they did when we were kids. Like you're coming out with Super Mario Brothers, like they
That
didn't
was
really.
a pretty intense story.
Yeah, but, right, but you had to
Gotta get the
make up your own
princess.
story as you went
Yeah.
along, type thing. But now you have great games out there like Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War and Last of Us and.
Wait, you play
things-
Mario with your own story?
I mean,
What
you
kind of like imaginary bullcrap did you come up with to play that?
You kind of had to make up your own story. There really wasn't a whole bunch to it. You rescued the princess, man. That was it.
He's just sitting there. He's like, yeah, now I get to go back to my feudal lord.
I like to make up stuff.
Once he beats the level,
Don't
he
you
gets in
worry
a Mario
about it.
costume, sits down. He's just like,
My
I like to
liege.
put myself.
Peach, will you make me a grilled cheese sandwich?
I like to put
He
myself in
role-plays
their
the whole damn
situation.
thing.
Okay, don't you freaking shame me.
I was working all day fixing people's pipes. I want to come home, and all I want is the damn grilled cheese, Peach. Why is it ready when I get home, Peach? I saved you from Bowser. Is that not
and-
enough, Peach?
Enough for you?
Why does our phone bill show
No,
all these
go
calls
back-
to Luigi when I'm gone?
Go back to that too stupid toadstool or whatever it is.
Yoshi's the only one that loves me, right, Yoshi? Come here. You're a good Yoshi.
She's like,
He's a good Yoshi.
she's like, I gave up my life as a princess to be wife to a plumber. Sorry, guys. another
So
tangent.
back to the point. There's so many good
Bowser's
games.
a better lover than you.
I can't. I wanted to say more, but I can't. It would make it super.
Yeah, let it go.
No, I stop myself.
Let it go.
Okay.
Oh man, that sucks. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage.
That's how you came back. That was
That
Oh,
sucks.
God.
That sucks.
That sucks. That's
Yeah,
garbage.
so basically, once again, screw video games because they're not real art. Did you hear Martin Scorsese talking trash about comic book movies, saying that's not real cinema?
Oh, it's so bullcrap.
Yeah, I saw that last week.
Dude, no movie has given me more chills than movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, that's not entirely
No
true.
other
the
movies.
goosebumps and the
All I
yeah.
know is the Joker slapped him in the face.
I haven't
because
seen,
that
I
is the
haven't
most
seen the
like
new Joker movie yet.
cinematic,
Don't ruin it
beautiful.
yet.
I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Amazing comic book
calm
movie.
down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Calm
Amazing.
down. Let my expectations be low.
All right. It's amazing.
Damn.
And screw the WGA.
People are ignorant, man. People are
Ignorant.
ignorant.
They
You
are.
ignorant.
People,
You
people ignorant.
They ignorant.
You ignorant. Yeah, you ignorant.
Jesus. Oh, that's ignorant.
Anyways,
Segue.
Activision and
Segue.
Blizzard. Segue. Let's just say they're idiots.
Something Hong Kong.
So there's other pictures we could show, but I wasn't
Blizzard,
sure
Hong Kong.
what we should show on YouTube.
Well, yeah.
Up to
Okay.
you.
Go ahead and play that one in a second.
Okay.
This happened
I'm
about a
trying to
week and a
read.
half
Please
ago. The winner of the Hearthstone, he's like the Hearthstone Grand Master.
Mm-hmm,
Won like hundreds of thousands of dollars for playing Hearthstone.
Bet you an AI
What
could
am I
beat him.
doing with my life?
Hey,
Seriously.
I mean,
Dude, I could play Hearthstone.
Exactly.
really not that much different than Magic.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know?
I should start playing Hearthstone.
Dude, Magic
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so much
I was gonna
better.
say,
Actually,
I
it's a lot.
It's a
Magic
lot
is-
different, but it's the
Magic
same
is better.
basic premise. It's a
Yeah,
card game,
That's the issue
so
with
So
yeah,
is
way
poker.
more dumbed down.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like you have literally like world championships for that type of stuff
Yeah.
too. So you can't really hate too much on Hearthstone.
Can we have a Magic podcast? Sorry, it's a sidetrack.
Stop.
I wanna-
Anyways,
but not D&D, huh? Or whatever.
I want to do both.
this guy said what you're about to see behind us. He said, "Free Hong Kong."
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
That's literally
So
it.
in my head, I
That's
was
what-
thinking Hong Kong's free. Like it's like
I'll take
I
it.
don't have to pay anything. Yeah, right. I don't have to pay anything to
take
get
it.
Hong Kong. But then I was like, I got it now. Like
He
free
said,
Hong Kong.
Wow.
"Free Hong Kong."
Yeah.
What did you think of when you saw Free Tibet?
That
It's free.
Didn't cost a whole bunch.
He's free.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
exactly. Yeah.
And
It's free.
because of saying
Free,
that,
free 99.
after he won the tournament, because there's the whole political struggle in
Right,
Hong Kong right,
right,
now,
right.
where they're fighting for democracy,
Right.
And their lives.
because they have a president, but that's not really democracy.
Right.
That's just his name is Mr. President.
Right.
They still
His birth
block what
certificate
they
says
can
Mr.
see on the
President.
internet and still all this crap. It's still communism.
Well, okay, so because initially Hong Kong was a democratic.
Yeah.
Until the UK said
Oasis.
bye-bye.
Yeah.
until-
Until UK went.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
And they were supposed
So-
to have a 10-year
Isn't that right, Claw?
program to go
This is
from.
what happened.
There was supposed to be a 10-year program
Why'd
from
you
going
throw-
from
why'd you throw
democratic
Claw under the bus on that
to
one?
Yeah.
full Chinese.
Because the poor guy's from.
But
this
in less
place,
than a
like,
year,
yeah,
bam.
yeah. So they
You guys are having a whole different conversation
Well,
over there.
look at Claw's response.
to be fair, Activision it's in the rules and well they enforce them.
That is.
It's in the rules that you can't say things
like
like
a
that.
EULA.
Yeah, they're not okay. Blizzard and Activision are taking the stance that politics are against the rules.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
putting
I
But
mean,
this is like
he does have a point. If it's in the rules, it's in the rules.
If you sign it, if you play,
Yeah, if
Freedom
you-
of
yeah.
speech, though, they could say, like, here's the issue. Is it
It's the same-
actually
it's
say
the s-
politics are not allowed in the rules?
Obviously,
Because
I don't know what the
they
actual
say
verbatim is,
that
so.
we are a place of open expression and human rights.
Yes, but I
And
do
their
remember,
company like motto.
I do remember this being a thing when the teams when the Overwatch teams were going up and playing and stuff like that. They made all the players sign agreements saying, if you talk about, try and use this as a platform to talk about politics and things like that, you're gone. You're
That
out.
was after this.
What was it?
Wasn't that after this?
No, this was like a while ago. This was like when all the Overwatch tournaments were going on. I remember that being a thing because the players were talking about how they weren't allowed to use this as a platform anymore to try and talk about politics, and if they did do it, they were out. So if you sign the agreement that you can't do these things, then you sign the agreement.
Yep.
So-
I want to see where they say because
Again, obviously that's not verbatim, but that was
No,
that was
I
my
want to
gist
see
I
where
got
they
of
say
it.
this
Yeah.
because
Right. If they don't actually say it, then
No,
you're
yeah,
right.
I read that.
So-
I read that a couple of times
Because-
online that it is in the rules, though.
But they've never said that. Blizzard never came out and said it's in our rules. That's the issue. Everything they've said is we don't stand for this, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I'm sure if we
And
pull up
A
I mean,
contract.
a
So what
contract
was their
somewhere,
what was their
it's-
reasoning for ban? Or
They're
so I'm
saying
assuming he
we-
got banned, right? Like or whatever
Yeah.
he got
And
his
they-
victory
and they-
taken away and
and they
everything.
took away
and
his
stuff.
They
money.
took away all
Yeah,
his
they
money.
took away his money.
They
Jeez,
banned him for
man.
6 months
And their
for
reasoning-
saying the words "Free Hong Kong."
Okay, and is it because
Which
are they
he's
saying
Chinese,
it's because
and he's from?
right?
That's bullshit.
Are they saying it's because he violated their
Yes.
agreement?
Yes.
No, they didn't say that.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying
That's
to figure
the issue.
out.
They never
is
said
like,
he
They didn't
violated
really
the
say why.
agreements.
It's-
Right.
They
yeah.
said that this is not a place to express your political views.
yeah, so that's why my judgment
That's
is
my
on the fence,
issue. Is I want to
because-
know.
Yes, yes.
Well, like if somebody wore
Yeah.
like a America Great Again hat, would they get banned as well?
Probably.
probably provided it's in their agreement. You
Okay.
know, so if it's not in their agreement, then
It's just honestly though, Blizzard, like this isn't the time.
The optics are bad. Yes.
This was the worst time to say and go with that because it's not. Even if you aren't supporting what's like the bad part of what's happening in Hong Kong, what you're doing right now makes it look like you are, and it's like that's not what you want to do.
But at the same time, if you just let it go, then you're just
Then
you're
if you-
releasing the floodgates. Then.
But if you
Yeah.
let it go at that point, like this
Yeah.
is, if anything,
It's-
in my eyes, if they let this go and didn't do anything about it, this would have been at least good press for them. Because it's
it
better
would be
than
it
bad
would,
press.
Well, here's the thing: is it would be good press at this point,
yeah.
but some jackhole is going to mess it up, and it's going to become bad press when somebody says something.
I get that,
like
yeah.
something racist on there, and they're going to be like, "Oh, well, he's allowed to say that, but why can't I say this?" You know, like you're open, like
True.
Ate said, you're opening up a floodgate that ultimately is going to be bad.
Yeah. Okay. Fine,
Like it'll
fine.
have some
So they're
positive
saying
outcomes to it.
He
You know,
broke the rule by
Right.
saying something
right?
political.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they probably have something in their rules saying
And
that
but they're
you can't
saying
use this as a political platform.
they're saying we have these rules to keep focus on the game
Exactly.
and the tournament on the benefits. Here's the thing. I don't buy it.
you know, by the fact that it's in the rules, or
No, I don't buy the fact that they're just that one thing, because in the NBA, a fan yelled "Free Hong Kong" and got removed
Okay.
at a Pelicans game.
right?
It's been happening in a lot of places where this is happening, and a lot of these places have giant stakeholders from China.
well, that's
John,
different.
John,
That's different
John.
from a fan, but
So you think
than
this is more
an actual player in the game.
Yeah, so I think
you
this
think this
is
is money
more-
driven?
Oh,
This is
yeah.
A lot of it
100%
is,
money.
That's
yes.
what I think. Yeah.
Because Riot came out and told all their players specifically, you are not, like literally after this came out,
Yep.
they came out and said, and it's League of Legends and everything, and they are 100% owned by a Chinese company, came out and said, you are not to talk about the Hong Kong incident. Like, it's not even like, it's not even like politics. Like, I feel like if somebody said F Trump,
No.
I feel like nothing would happen.
nothing would happen. Not like
Sure.
this.
And mind you, I don't like Trump.
Yeah.
I'm not a Trump. I'm not
Right.
right wing, all stuff.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if somebody came out and said that, nothing would have happened.
Yeah.
The issue is that I honestly do think that because of all these, and even Democratic and Republican people, like politicians, are writing Blizzard going like, hey, you realize you're going against freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
Like you're a
Right.
company that in your motto it says you celebrate diversity and different views and different things, and then you shut somebody down because they said this. They were literally speaking for democracy, which is what you're supposed to be.
Right.
Like they literally said, like this wasn't like this wasn't him coming out and going, hey, you need to vote for this guy in the American presidential relationship. You know, this was an America. This is a guy saying in America, like, hey, those people need to have, like, they should have democracy. And he just saying a blanket whatever, like
Yeah.
a basic whatever.
The issue I have with it is I think that you're right. I do think and to be clear, morally, I 100% agree with this. Okay, but I think
That's my whole thing.
I think the problem you're running into is that we all want to believe that this is going to be used for good and people are going to use these platforms for good. But if you don't have a policy like that in place, what's to stop people from saying terrible
The
things
inverse,
because
yeah.
it's freedom of speech?
Yeah.
Like I can
No.
say whatever the heck I want up there. So you don't want that associated with your company either. So you have to draw a line somewhere.
True. I'm with you.
Yeah. That's my only counterpoint.
No, that's
So,
fine.
Yeah,
And I've used that counterpoint against you many times, and you hate arbitrary lines.
I do.
So it's a little
Yeah.
weird to hear you say that because you absolutely hate arbitrary lines.
Because like, I tried to clarify that at the beginning when
Okay.
saying that I do think that
Okay.
what he did is morally right and he should not be punished for it.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with arbitrary lines that you should put arbitrary lines.
Right.
Because at some point you have to draw a line. I'm actually on that side.
Yeah. But
I don't think
you just don't think this is one of those cases where
I don't think
Yeah.
that they would have shut down another something.
Right. Yes, I hear
My
what you're saying.
issue is
Yeah.
I am saying they drew an arbitrary line, or they drew a line that they drew an arbitrary
They're
line.
choosing
right?
when
Okay?
to enforce it and when not
And
to
I
enforce
think
it.
they're going to
Yeah.
choose when to enforce it and
Yeah,
when not
I
to
hear what
enforce
you're
it.
saying.
That's my
I'm
thing.
picking up
is
what you're putting down.
I'm okay with that, but the second somebody goes on there and says anything, I don't care if you go on there, if you have breast cancer awareness something,
Right.
that's the same thing.
It is. It is.
And
So
I guarantee you there's people going on there with a sponsorship for something
Yeah.
and saying, I'm guarantee
Yeah.
you there's going to be a breast cancer pin. I guarantee there's going to be an LGBTQ, whatever they are,
Right.
pin. I guarantee
but they're going to
you
let that go because
they're
it
going to let
provides
that go.
positive.
And I guarantee you they have let it go.
Right. Right.
But the second somebody said free Hong Kong.
So that's the flip side of the sword at that point is that we're now saying that the arbitrary line needs to be drawn there to keep bad things from happening. But the people who are drawing the arbitrary line are not always
that's my issue.
upstanding people themselves.
Yeah,
either.
yeah,
You
that's
know.
the issue.
So yeah.
So
I guess
my-
you'd have to look into their history and see if they have actually
I
have
want
done
somebody
that.
too. I want
Right, and that's the other point is like you got to go back and you got to look at past data and see if they have a
Yeah.
history of doing this where they're
Yes.
only promoting good things and or like and shutting
And the
down
only
or
reason
what
why we
they
were talking
feel
or
about
what they
this,
feel is good. Yeah, that's why I did quotes. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is the first time we've seen this, so we don't know.
Matthew Hresh said or Matt Hresh said if Blizzard took no action with the free Hong Kong, this never would have gained any traction. Exactly.
I guess
Nothing
that's
would-
true.
Yeah.
So in a way,
they hurt
them,
themselves.
Yeah, in a way, them doing this made it more apparent that this is going on.
Yeah.
But I
like-
think that's
yeah.
what we're saying. If they didn't take action,
Then
then
it
the
could-
next
it could
person who comes
snowball.
up there and goes,
Yeah.
or whatever, does that, and then what are they going to do? They can't take action against that either.
Well,
Well,
that's my
I
point. Is
don't
I
know,
think
man.
they're doing
That's-
that right now.
What was that?
I think they're doing that right now is my issue. I think they've let things go through.
Oh, I
and
see.
want-
Okay.
and
Yeah,
I
okay.
guarantee
Alright.
you they will. I guarantee
Yeah.
you
Yeah. So
somebody's gonna wear something like. Because if it's just about the games, you're not supposed to make a stand about
Right.
anything.
right.
You shouldn't be allowed to wear like a Philadelphia Eagles hat.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
You
I
know,
gotcha.
like if it's just about the games, all of your clothing has to be clothing specific because you are going to be on the video
Yeah.
game specific because you are going to be on.
Now,
A Rodriguez says Blizzard silenced the person because Blizzard depends on the Chinese market and they don't want to anger mainland China.
Yeah,
That's
this
what
is
I think.
also something
That's
we've been
what
talking
most
about.
Yeah.
people think.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're saying we in nowhere. That's not the reason.
so
Right.
do you think Blizzard's going to come out with an actual statement?
They did.
Okay, so they did already. All right.
Yeah,
So I
their
was saying,
statement,
if
all their
they
statement
didn't-
was
What
is
they did
he
was they
broke the
returned
rules.
his money.
Yeah.
They returned his money.
Well, okay, that's good at least. I was
Because
like,
they
you're going to
said
chip him
he
out of his
didn't
money?
break a rule during gameplay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
good.
was post gameplay.
At least you
So
found a creative
basically
way
they
to make
just-
sure you got it back. So
Yeah.
sure.
They stole from him.
And then
Here's
they
your money. Just
said,
kidding.
but he still broke the rule, so he's still banned for 6 months. Now, what I want to know is there a set consequence thing that they know?
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to.
You'd have to look up.
That's
their,
my thing.
Yeah,
Well,
you'd have
I'm
to look
gonna
up their
become a
contract and
professional
everything and
Blizzard
stuff.
Gamer, and
Yeah.
I will
Just to
tell
solve
you.
this one.
My,
Yeah.
my issue is
Yeah.
is there a set, like, hey, if you say something, because, like, to me
Right.
it sounds like you could be
Well, this
maybe
is all.
banned from a tournament,
This
like
is-
one tournament, but, like, the kind of ban he got
Yeah. It's
is for, like, walking up to another player and punching him in the face.
right.
Yeah.
The kind
like
of ban he
that's-
got,
Or dropping a
is-
racial
yeah,
slur
yeah.
on
The
the kind
somebody
of ban
or
he
something.
got does
you know,
not.
like-
It does not like the punishment does not fit the crime even
Yeah.
remotely.
Yeah. I feel like you
This
could have given him
honestly
a.
could have been a slap on
I
the
was
wrist.
just gonna say, I feel like you could give him a slap on the
you
wrist
could
and
be
get
like,
the same message across.
This is why
yeah,
where
like-
I'm saying I don't buy it.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
because you went hard.
Sure,
you
sure,
were like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't say that. Blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah. You went so hard that you made yourself suspicious now.
I wonder if somebody said, "Hey, National Breast Cancer Awareness Month,"
Right? Yeah.
and so
or-
like, if they, I guarantee you they come up and they said like, "Hey, you can't do that, right?
yeah,
This is
let's
your warning.
let's not do that again.
We
That's
can't
your
do
warning.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I understand it's a good
Right.
cause, but we can't do that."
Right.
I
right.
guarantee you that's what have happened, and I call BS on their whole front that they're saying, because when another company completely owned by China comes out and says, "Hey,
Right.
do not mention this,"
Right, that's what I was
They
gonna say
didn't
is,
say
like-
don't mention anything else.
Yeah.
they said do not mention this.
You went so hard that you drew attention to yourself in that sense.
Yeah.
When you could have just said, "Hey,
Yeah.
don't do that again."
Yeah, right.
You know, like,
Riot straight up just said, "Don't do it," and everyone's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
Riot, we get it. You're from China.
yeah,
Whatever."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Klaus says if they let someone get away with this after this, then yeah, it's fishy. No. They're not. Nobody's gonna say this. No, everybody's scared of saying that. Nobody's
right.
gonna
No
say
one's gonna say
free
it.
Hong Kong in their
Yeah.
tournaments.
not
Yeah.
anymore.
But if they let somebody get away,
BTW, free Hong Kong.
yeah, free Hong Kong. If somebody says something and now Twitch is gonna shut us down,
Oh no.
I hope
I didn't
Twitch
even
is not
think
owned
about
by
that.
China.
Oh no.
I haven't checked.
Probably should check before we start the
Oh
podcast.
no. We messed up.
I
Whatever. I
still
stand by
don't
it.
care.
I stand by it.
Yeah,
This is America.
America.
it's gonna be interesting to see. I almost guarantee it's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
he wants to say something.
Ate's like, I thought this was America.
No, I'm just. They would again. We have to go check and see their
Yeah.
past everything. We have to see the actual document that they sign, what is allowed and what is not. Because right now this is all speculative.
Yeah.
We don't know the specifics.
Right.
And is there a laid out consequence?
Action plan.
Action
for-
plan.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So,
So
plus,
Or-
like you said, we need to look at the data and see if what
Yeah.
action has been taken against
if-
these types of things in the past,
Yeah.
and see if they've been consistent or not.
and
know.
future
Matt
actions
said
will.
it did happen. Another American Hearthstone tournament said free Hong Kong and nothing happened.
And
Oh, I
yeah.
wonder
So
why.
now that's
Oh no, Klaus says Matt Harash not true. They banned that team for 6 months, the whole team.
Jace.
oh, all right. So consistency.
We'll
Okay,
have to-
but with free Hong Kong, they're consistent. I'm
Right,
saying
exactly,
I want to
yes,
see the
right,
other
yeah,
stuff.
totally. That's
Yeah.
I think that's what
I
we're saying is
still
we
don't
got to
think
we got to
it's
dive.
okay.
We got to
Somebody-
dive away.
and
No, morally, no, it's not
I'm, like,
okay.
I'm still on the moral
Yeah,
train over
morally,
here.
it's not okay.
And
yeah.
somebody's gonna come out, and somebody's gonna put a video together. I guarantee you.
Yes.
All
There's
the
enough
times,
nerds
yeah.
out there.
Right, I was gonna
Somebody's
say-
gonna create a video
Yeah.
with all the times they've allowed other statements of taking a
It's
stand.
really not hard to do it. Yeah,
be
right.
there, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
How much you want to bet?
You do that in a drunken stupor.
How much you want to bet? I bet you somebody could find that when a national tragedy or a, like what happened in Paris or,
Yeah.
whatever, I guarantee you the commentators at some point said, our thoughts are with those people.
Yeah.
I guarantee you
Yep.
there's no way in all other tournaments that has not happened.
Yep.
Guarantee it.
unless
100%.
unless it was officially endorsed by the
Yeah.
company.
But still,
Doesn't matter.
That's
That's
your
making
line.
a
that's the
stand.
Now
that's
you're
the
crossing
that's
your
the
line.
problem. Is now you're
You're-
picking and choosing
Yeah.
what to endorse.
Yeah,
you know,
your
like-
your line is their money involved?
Yeah,
Is there,
yeah.
What are you,
I
a god?
Guarantee
If you're
you,
gonna set that
I
arbitrary
need the
line, it
nerds
needs
of
to
the
be a
world to
hard line.
find this. Like,
Get it
to-
together,
yeah.
guys. Do it.
Just do it.
I'm not that. I don't.
Just do it.
Oh, that's a good point. A. Rodriguez says someone should say "Don't free Hong Kong" at the next tournament. And see what
Just like-
happens.
just-
Oh,
Just flip the
Just flip them off while they're doing it. Just like, come on,
Yeah.
come on, like,
Do it. See
let's
what
go.
happens.
No,
Like, yeah.
I guarantee you that there is somebody stood for something and didn't get banned for 6 months.
Well,
Guarantee
in a completely opposite side of the situation, good for him.
Yeah.
You should be standing for crap like that.
Yeah.
Because that's bullshit.
And
The announcers,
we are
like,
probably gonna
oh,
get shut
man.
down by Twitch at
No,
some
we
point.
will not.
So.
We're fine.
All
All right, next.
Speaking of Riot Games, they have.
Speaking of Blizzard
What's-
and Riot
Yeah,
Games,
what's funny is like Blizzard's making
for
all the
tat.
wrong moves, right? Blizzard established.
I'll tell you, you're gonna miss all the fun.
Blizzard.
This is fun.
Blizzard screwed up by making Diablo mobile. That's not what anybody wanted.
That's the worst.
Um, Blizzard.
That was the worst.
You want to know why they did that, right? You know why they did that?
Because they suck.
Mobile Chinese games.
Yep.
It's the only games they play in China are mobile.
Oh, yeah.
I think someone has a crush on China.
A lot of people are getting more and more dissatisfied with Blizzard. Overwatch sucks now.
It's still fun to play. I just hate
But yeah,
that
you're
queue.
sitting in a queue for forever. Like
Hearthstone
people are
is
getting
banning
more dissatisfied. Well, Riot is capitalizing
Hearthstone
now.
is banning people?
No, but they're banning people from Hearthstone. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So
Hearthstone,
this is-
they banned somebody like for 6
Oh, okay.
months.
Yeah, so Riot decided to come out with multiple game projects.
They have a first-person shooter coming, like Overwatch.
Like Overwatch. It's called
They-
Project A right now.
They have a what's it called?
They have a fighting game
Okay,
a
that
fighting
looks pretty
game
legit.
coming out.
called Project F.
That
Yeah.
looks pretty legit.
They have a top-down MOBA/RPG. So
Yeah.
it's not even
So-
a MOBA, it's an RPG.
Is
RPG,
Riot
like top
trying
down.
to
Basically,
slide on in
they're
and fill
trying
that
to slide
void?
in.
Yep.
They're
There's
trying
one
to be
more
like,
thing,
hey,
Michael.
don't look at us.
Yeah.
Like, we told all our players not to say anything about Free Hong
Yep.
Kong 2. We just
Yep.
we got ahead of the situation.
Yes, yes.
And there's one more thing. They're also coming out with an animated series.
Yeah,
About
called
their
Arcane.
League of Legends characters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Something sounds kind of like Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yup.
They're
Yup.
basically full
Something
force
smells like Blizzard. guys.
going after
It's
Blizzard.
like straight up. Like, hey, we're gonna be the new Blizzard.
Oh,
They
you
went
know
so
that.
far as to say, like, because Blizzard pissed off fans when they came out with Diablo Mobile. They're like, we've been waiting for another
yeah.
Diablo game, and
No,
the
that was-
producers of that game, Blizzard came out and they're like,
Literally a riot
well,
on their hands.
they all have phones, don't they? That was their
Dude.
response.
And the Heroes of the Storm tournaments that they just decided to
They
give up on.
give up on?
Like, just
Yeah,
sorry.
nothing.
That's
Like,
funny.
So this happened. Riot even came out after they announced their mobile games too, and
Oh.
everybody cheered. They said, "Oh, I guess they do have mobile phones."
This is-
as a direct shot
Yeah.
at Blizzard. Like, oh, they do actually like mobile games. They just wanted more other stuff.
Dude,
You
check
idiots.
out the
funny.
Hearthstone game
Oh,
though. It
yeah.
actually looks really
They're
good.
coming out with their own card game. That's
Oh
a direct
my God.
response to
you
Hearthstone.
know,
Straight up.
You know, somebody in their marketing program when they saw all this going down, they just started licking their chops
Dude,
and they were
this
like,
was
"Yes."
this was like overnight.
Yes.
It was just supposed
They
to be
pounced.
Dude,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
dropped
they
all these
pounced
things.
all of these on the
hard.
10th anniversary of their studio, and they just dropped all of
Everything,
these
yep.
like
Dude, it looks way better than
overnight.
Hearthstone.
It looks
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Like it
and
has
they're
actual
so-
cool animations to it.
And you can tell they've
stuff.
been working on this for a while.
Instead of
just
just
waiting.
the cards like hitting each other.
Yeah.
Like it has actual
Well, like,
like
look at the map. There's like little campaign areas that you can play in. This is all still the card game.
that's
like, that looks
pretty
sick.
legit.
So basically, they're coming out swinging at Blizzard, and like you didn't like.
Y'all messed up, Blizzard.
Yeah, seriously.
Messed up,
There's a
Aaron.
lot of things like Blizzard has to have a response now, because right now, to me, this looks like PlayStation versus Xbox going into this generation we just had, like the generation we're in currently.
Right.
When Xbox screwed up big time with their marketing and their hardware and the way they decided to market that system. That's why PlayStation pulled ahead in everything.
Yep.
That's exactly what I see happening right now, and
Yep.
Blizzard has to have a response, because if they don't, they're going way out.
Yeah,
Like
they're gonna lose leverage.
their
Yeah.
WoW expansions aren't going to be enough to hold them up, and
Yeah, they don't got a lot
their
anymore.
bad queue system for Overwatch is
Yeah.
definitely not doing them
thing's-
any
that thing
favors.
sucks.
Not supporting Heroes of the Storm anymore when
Yeah.
League of Legends is still going strong.
and then the bull
Not
crap at
doing you any
Hearthstone,
favors.
Hearthstone tournaments. Like this
Banning
Yeah,
players
you're
for
literally- yeah.
is like
saying
every
for-
one of your
Yeah.
games is going downhill. Like this is bad.
Yeah.
The only thing positive they got coming out is they got that Modern Warfare. So
But that's not really even like that's them, but not
Blizzard.
not really.
yeah,
Like it's on their launcher.
yeah, it's on the launcher. Right?
Great.
Yeah.
Right. I said it was only thing. I didn't say it was good.
Hey, you're on speakerphone on the podcast. What's up?
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hello.
I can
was calling me
I
during
can
the
hear her,
podcast,
like,
so I
four
decided to pick
times
up.
over through these
Well,
headphones.
it's 1:40 and the podcast is still going still. So
We started really late.
Yeah.
Blame Matthew.
You gonna make it back for your own birthday?
Probably not. We'll see.
Oh, is there a birthday thing happening today?
Oh
No.
wow.
Oh. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
we just had a nice
All right, well,
leisurely
we're
day.
trying to wrap up. We'll talk to you later.
Trying to
I love
finish over
you.
here.
What?
Can I move the barbecue?
Oh yes, please do. I was actually gonna tell you to move that because it probably shouldn't go there. during
Are
the
we
party.
going to Chuck E. Cheese?
All right. We'll talk to you
We're
later. Bye.
professional.
feel like that could
Professional
have been a text.
podcast. Professional podcast.
Professional podcast. Anyways,
Well-oiled machine.
We don't have lives.
Riot.
That's actually pretty
I
accurate.
feel like Riot Games is like they're like the Sith coming out when the Jedi fall. Like the like Blizzard is the Jedi's that got so self-absorbed and thought the Sith could never return. That
coming
they're
out
just
from the
coming like
slums.
literally. They're like, hey. We've only got 2 of us, like League of Legends, and like.
Are we
let's, like-
really that
and
bad? Do you
now-
see what they're doing?
And now they're
Like-
coming out and be like, "I am the Senate."
I am the Senate.
They're straight up.
Peace has blinded you.
It's made you weak.
They
I grew in the shadows. 10 years I've waited.
Claw says she just rung in to say free Hong Kong. Yes.
What did he say?
She just rung in to say free Hong Kong.
Wow.
Dude.
I love the Britishness of that.
A
Rung
Rodriguez.
in.
She just rung in.
Just,
Yeah.
To say
like
free
we out here,
Hong
we
Kong.
say she called, but you're like,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Rung in.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's very
Yeah.
Very
sophisticated.
sorry.
So A. Rodriguez says Blizzard needs to break away from Activision. I think it's the reverse. I think Activision needs to break away from Blizzard right now.
Yeah, if they're
Like-
smart, they're gonna just shink.
Like, seriously.
Okay, that was fun while it lasted.
Like,
Like,
hey.
We're gonna go on Steam
Next
now.
week, next week,
Yeah.
Activision's like, we have our own launcher. Yeah.
We've been working on this for years,
You want to play
guys.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Come on over.
We a new
That multiplier
merger.
up.
We have a new merger with Riot Games
Oh my
that
god.
we haven't even told
Oh my
Blizzard
God.
about
We've
yet.
We've been working
Blizzard's
on that for
Lies.
years. Like, we've
Blizzard
been in
CEO's
talks.
like, what?
What happened?
And they're just dropped all support.
It's like
There's
a
no
tweet,
like.
and then at the end it's like hashtag free Hong Kong.
Oh.
Blizzard's like, what do we do? Jesus.
Claw said, "Here
Oh,
comes
that
the
was sick.
racist British accent." I think you meant
You think
accurate
that's
British
yeah? I was like,
accent.
that's not racist. That's spot on, good
And
sir.
I was like, I was supporting you. This was a good thing.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, governor.
I thought we. Oh, all right.
Sorry, that was pretty
Yeah, that
racist.
was bad. That was bad.
That one I didn't try at all.
Let's get into the nitty gritty, guys. This is where we
That
say
wasn't the nitty-gritty?
That wasn't the
No.
nitty gritty. That was the best part.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so drained from that.
I know. We'll try.
it
We'll
was a
try to
pretty
keep
good
this one
subject.
short.
I want to do the nitty gritty now.
We
We
usually.
really
This
should
one's
have
actually-
switched that around.
This is gonna be
I
shorter.
thought I try.
I would have done
I
that, but that wasn't in
literally-
the outline.
Literally, my comment said Sean Layden probably shouldn't be the nitty gritty.
I did see that.
I literally said that, and you didn't do it.
And Aute's like, yeah, cool.
He's all no. It'll stand alone. It'll be good.
Well, no,
It's-
this is going to be
it's
weak
pretty
after
good.
that.
This is no Gene's fault, everyone. Our nitty gritty is not going to be as nitty or gritty as the last topic, but
All
we're
right.
going to try just for you.
Let's play a new game. Matthew, name these people.
Keegan, Mike, and Key.
Good job.
Sean Layden.
Okay.
that was a guy from
and
Shark Tank.
what?
I thought that was the guy from Shark Tank. The
Holy
owner- the
crack! What, Mark Rubio?
owner-
Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the name?
I thought Mark Rubio.
Do you mean Mark Cuban?
Whatever. Yeah.
Not
Hey.
Mark Rubio?
That's Mark
That's a
Rubio.
politician.
Well, he needs to be on this.
That's the president. I can't remember his name, and the other guy's the guy that left, and I can't remember his name either.
What's on the outline?
The other- and then the other guy's
He's
the other guy.
he's what's his name is Mats. What's his name? Hold on.
It's not on the outline. You got to click on the link.
No, I know. It's
Come on.
Atsushi Morita. That's his name.
Good job.
Anyways,
No, I want sushi.
Wow.
I love that you put that skit, by the way, right there.
Yeah. You like it?
Sean Layden, about 2 weeks ago,
Yes. Think it was-
left PlayStation. No. He is like, it was like the American boss, basically.
America. Boss.
He was the chairman of Sony Entertainment, Interactive Entertainment. I could not stand this guy.
Dang!
And you know,
Did
Zonner
not
really
see that was
hated him
gonna go
too.
that way.
I am so glad he's gone.
What's wrong with him?
He's pompous.
He's the pompous, like
What's wrong being
as
pompous?
his other guys left, because there was like him and 2 other guys that started this together. They were like, you know, the 3 big like faces besides Shuhei, right? Like Shuhei's like the guy. Sean Layden's the guy that comes out and always tells you
At the E3s or the
E3 is going to be
PSX.
amazing. He's the guy that blows smoke up your butt by saying we've got so much, we got so much. Was it last year the
Sounds
E3?
like a
He's saying
good
we got
time.
so much to show you, or whatever. And it was like next to like it's all stuff we'd already seen.
He fakes
like,
until he makes it.
He was dismissive of other people that
dismissive.
are in the audience, telling them, basically, if you don't like it, leave.
He
In the
literally-
audience?
Yeah,
Oh my
literally
God.
at the last
Great way to
PSX.
gain fans.
The last
Seriously.
PSX, the press conference, the presser, like they didn't like the keynote. There was like nothing. It was like really lackluster.
Oh, was this the Friday night one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was really lackluster, and they didn't invite like if you went before when you had a ticket to PSX,
Like the full ticket, like the full weekend ticket.
you
You got it?
got to go to the keynote.
Okay.
This one, you had to get some weird other like
Early bird ticket for Friday
invitation
night.
ticket, and like for Friday night you had to pay extra, and it was stupid. And then the keynote wasn't anything
Just
special.
sucked. Yeah.
And then he sat down with Game Over Greggy, right? That's who he sat down with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and talked about things, and what the people wanted to say, like what they asked about was, what about name changes?
Right.
And
Another thing.
And it was another thing, and another thing they said was, what about crossplay?
Oh, thank God.
And he
The
made
actual
some-
things we care about.
He made some stupid excuse. He always makes stupid excuses, like he's the guy that says like security is preventing us from doing this, and he says like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you just don't understand." Well,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when an audience said
Simpletons
something
like
about
you don't.
this, he said, "If you don't like it, there's the door."
Wow.
Literally said that. So to Sean Layden, I say, "There's the
There's
door,"
the
because I
Bye-bye.
cannot stand him. He just talks up everything like we're stupid.
Yeah.
And you want to know what happened the day after he was let go?
The day after,
They are now going to start doing crossplay.
I saw that cross-platform.
everywhere.
Yeah.
The day after
Dude,
he
it's all over the internet right now, too.
Yeah.
is
after he leaves,
Sony's like,
PS Now
Yeah.
is announced to have the AAA games on it. The thing we've been asking
Yeah,
for, like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
if Xbox can do it, why can I? Almost guarantee, like
Our
for me,
abusive dad just left. Now we
he
get to
is
do
the
what we
guy
want.
that was
Yeah.
stopping everything.
Yep. Yep. So it
Now,
sounds
Bill,
like-
our mom's new husband, is going to buy us everything we want.
Exactly.
Thanks
We
a
won't-
lot, Bill.
He's like, you don't have to call me dad, but eventually we're gonna love him so much in a few years that we will have this heartwarming moment with him, and we're gonna go,
Bill, can I go play
thanks,
with my
Dad, and
friends?
he's gonna look at us and just go, you're welcome.
no, we don't know
welcome,
who's
son.
going to take his place. They haven't really announced
No,
that
they
yet.
said there's
so.
an interim guy, right?
My last dad wouldn't let me play with my friend's Xbox and a Nintendo. My new dad does.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, it's-
son.
and-
You can do whatever you want.
The tweet said,
Can I
it is-
change my name?
the tweet from PlayStation, or from Sony really, said, it is with great emotion that we announce that Worldwide Studios chairman Sean Layden will be departing Sony Interactive Entertainment. His
emotion.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Jubilation.
His visionary leadership will be greatly missed.
By two people.
Nope.
Nope.
Not to say he didn't do a horrible job. It's just
No, he
some of the
just-
things that
He very much went along the lines of like it got to his head that
Yeah.
he knew what he was doing. He went along the way of the Xbox top execs before Phil Spencer came out. We're gonna do what we want. You're gonna like it.
Right.
If you don't like it,
Right.
there's the door. We need a Phil Spencer type chairman.
Yeah.
We don't need this guy. Sean Layden, the juxtaposition between Sean Layden and Phil Spencer is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
Phil Spencer listens to the fans. This guy never did. And the second he's gone, we're starting to see like, oh hey,
The
God
changes
of War
we all
probably should have
wanted.
been day one
Right.
on PlayStation Now.
Right.
Have a reason for me to buy this thing.
Yes, yeah,
Not
like, there's
just
no-
play PlayStation 3 games, because guess what? Gears 5 is on
Is on
Xbox
Game
Game
Pass.
Pass. So
well,
we'll
that's
see
not
if
exactly
these-
fair because
Yeah.
that did take a while for even Xbox to do.
But they did it.
But
But
they
eventually they did.
did it last year is what I'm saying. Like, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is they did it, and it should have been a quick response.
Yeah.
The response was once this guy left, they were able to do it, in my opinion.
Yep.
And they'll probably say, oh, we've been working on that for a while, blah, 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 blah.
No, they were just waiting for him to get out the door
Yeah,
so they
like-
could do it. Yeah.
Nice.
So
They won't say that, but
He's
that's what
gone.
it looks like.
So he's gone. Thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Well, that wasn't nearly as exciting.
But
as
yeah, but
the other one.
also, what's his name?
Come on, you got it.
Sushi
You got it.
Morita.
Damn it. Shut up.
He's the
He's
what is he?
he's
What is
important.
he? He's the corporate director
Important.
For Sony.
for Sony. He also left.
Damn.
No,
Were
all-
they
this
like-
is-
were
this
they
is a
like
little
good
He
different.
friends or
said he said
something?
he was
Like-
retiring due to age, but
Yeah,
here's
because
the
he
thing.
was like
okay.
65.
Oh,
so
shit.
he's
All right, that's
so
Yeah, so
But
he's just like, eh.
here's the thing: when there's these kind of big shakeups in a big company like that,
Yeah.
where people just leave, it's because the board's sick and tired of it.
Right,
They'll
right.
say they're leaving to pursue something else,
yeah.
but why is there nothing else that said that he's going to pursue? It's just no, they're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Sean Layden.
Just his
I
one
honestly
statement.
think this was them pushing him out the door
Yeah.
and
Is it-
saving
like
face.
a big restructuring is probably going to
A
happen.
big restructuring.
And it's good as they're doing it now before the PS5 comes out. Then
Claw says, I heard he left because he couldn't protect the kids from crossplay.
I could just imagine them at a board meeting, and they're like, "Oh, our corporate director is retiring." He's like, "Hey, Sean, you want to step out too? You want to go ahead? Go ahead. It's
I think
easier.
it's a good idea.
You
Go
leave
for
too.
it.
Go ahead.
Here's
No, really.
I'll hold the
Leave.
door open for you."
Here's what I'm hoping. My dream scenario is they headhunt Phil Spencer and bring him over. And then Claw loses his mind because Phil Spencer comes over to PlayStation.
Just
That's my hopes and dreams, and if that becomes true,
you heard
sorry, not sorry, Claw, and you heard it here
that's
first.
funny.
That was the nitty gritty. Should have not been the nitty gritty.
No, that was garbage compared to
Well,
the Hong Kong.
initially this was before the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, gotcha.
And then
Yeah,
That's
it
right,
was-
'cause
it was
we're
a- it
catching-
was a hot-
I did
hot
tell him to
garbage,
switch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, because
but-
we're catching up, so.
Hot garbage gritty. It's okay.
Dumpster
it'll just be interesting to see.
Also, apparently this was on there. I missed it. Halo Infinite lead producer left as well
Yeah.
from
Oh.
3-4.
By the way, that was the only picture he has online. How weird is that? It's his LinkedIn profile. I had to
Dun, dun,
legitimately
dun.
right-click on his LinkedIn profile and say
That's
that picture.
super bizarre.
Yeah.
They don't have like some other professional
He has
shot or
he
something?
has
Like-
no online presence. How weird is that?
That's super bizarre.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't know where he's just gonna disappear into nothing now they left Xbox. Just
Really?
whoosh.
just weird. All right. It's carbonated.
Okay. Time for everybody's favorite
You didn't
part of
realize
the
that,
show.
did you?
I do now, though.
All right. Time for, like you said, everybody's favorite part of the show because it's not even our show anymore.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
time
what is
for
that? What is that
the
abomination?
clock.
Yeah!
What is?
I did it.
Why?
fixed it.
I'll take Scoot so they can see the alien better.
No. No, I'm not going to dignify that.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. If you're not gonna do it, I can understand that. I can
Oh, crap.
100%.
Understand
Just
that.
gonna ruin
He's learned.
He used his powers for good. With great power comes great responsibility. Good job, Roberto.
What you didn't see was I was flipping him off.
Doesn't matter. If a
Nobody
tree falls
saw.
In the woods,
For
doesn't
those
make
of you
a sound,
listening in the future,
Doesn't
what
make a
No Jeans is
sound.
very bugged about is that we have the claw like from Toy Story, and there's a little alien looking up at the claw.
Which is fine.
But the claw
Claw
is
is
made
now
out of white
made out of white
claws.
claws.
And it's hilarious.
It's the best. I'm so happy that you did this.
A.
Dang.
Rodriguez said Turkey Bowl, who's coming?
Yup. Let's
Ati's
go.
going to say he was never invited.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna kill a turkey?
No, we
When
play
is it
football.
anyway?
And
Yeah, but
baseball.
can we also
It's
kill a
Did
turkey?
you just
Thanksgiving
ask what
morning.
is
No, when is it?
There's only one.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Thanksgiving.
it? Ate,
Only
No.
one day.
we have told you this about 10 years, all the details.
10
And every
years.
year he asks, what's Turkey Bowl? When is it? What
I'm
do you
gonna
guys
show
do?
up at your house on the way in there because you're on my way, and I'm gonna pack you into the car.
I'll probably already be gone at Taylor's.
What time do you leave to go over to Taylor's? Because I get down there at 7 a.m.
No, we probably leave around like
Claw,
10
come
to
on.
11.
Kidnapping. Anyways.
Yeah, windowless van showing up at your door.
Claw, they don't have Thanksgiving where you're from, buddy.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
It's okay. You guys have like the Queen's birthday and stuff.
Well, so our Thanksgiving would be like with their. What's the opposite of thanks?
Don't they have like Boxing Day? Isn't that?
What is that? Our Thanksgiving? They're like just boxing this American dummy. Like,
No, but isn't that a thing? Isn't
Boxing
that?
Day?
Yeah.
No, Boxing Day is in Canada, I think, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the
Oh.
day after Christmas.
Yeah,
the
Boxing
Queen
Day
has
after
two
Day
birthdays?
after Christmas in Canada, yeah.
Was
The
the Queen
Queen
born
has 2
twice?
birthdays.
Was she
Really?
born twice? When she became the Queen, is it like she was born again?
Yeah, she's a born again Christian.
She's a born again queen.
Born again
What,
queen.
does my mom have 2 birthdays I don't know about? Like, what is going? Jeez.
Oh, that's funny.
She
Hey,
does
Rod.
not have 2.
A. Rodriguez says Queen's Jubilee. Apparently that's a thing. She
Oh.
says, yeah, she has 2.
But is that why she's like
She's got an.
84? She's
Well, it's
lived
like
2
our dad has
lives?
2
I was going to
birthdays.
say my dad has 2 birthdays,
Yeah,
but it's because
he has his natural
he-
birthday and his
the
legal
day
birthday.
he was born and the day that they lied on the birth certificate.
Oh,
Well,
So
they didn't
that's-
lie.
Oh.
They just.
Fudged it a little?
Why did she get one in the summer?
No, she just
I want
like
a
put
birthday in the
literally
summer.
the wrong date.
Oh, okay.
Like it was the doctors put the wrong date, right?
They just messed up.
It was the people that did the paperwork for him to come from Mexico to here.
they did the wrong or something the wrong
Yeah.
date. Yeah. So like his birthday says August 22nd, right?
Okay.
But his actual birthday is like
No,
October.
In reverse.
Yeah, October.
Not
his
even
actual,
close.
His actual birthday is August, but the legal birthday is October something.
Oh, the legal birthday is October, and the actual
so
the legal
weird.
birthday is
That's not even
October,
close.
and his actual birthday is yeah. They
It was
like,
You mess it up by a couple of days, sure, but that's
yeah.
months.
No. Read Claw's comment. This is the reason why she has 2
She
birthdays.
has one in the summer and then her real birthday. She has one in the summer because it's nice weather to enjoy it. This is the BS
You are
I hate.
kidding me.
I hate this crap.
You're the queen, man. You do whatever the
No.
heck you want.
We have friends that have a birthday for their daughter in June because her birthday's in December and
Oh.
it's too close to Christmas.
So that's
I
a little
disagree.
different.
No, I disagree
I'm-
wholeheartedly.
Nope.
If my kid has a birthday in December, we're celebrating it in December.
Yeah, here's the problem. Nobody's getting your kid birthday presents.
Sure, they
Because
will,
they're getting
most-
them a birthday / Christmas present. My
Yeah,
sister
yeah,
had
that's
this.
true, that's
My
true.
sister's birthday is December 27th, and
You
she
get
gets
half the
no
good
birthday
stuff. You
presents.
get half the good
she
stuff.
gets birthday / Christmas presents. That's it. It's garbage.
See, I was smart. I was
I'm
born
not-
June 24th, so every 6 months
Oh,
exactly.
you a-hole. You get like double. You do what the Queen does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
I'm not buying her Christmas
Yeah, I'm
present
not buying
anyways.
the Queen a Christmas
So,
present
no,
either.
But
Yeah.
I will buy her birthday present.
No.
So she's getting a birthday present from me in December, and she never would have had one in December. Like,
So here's the problem now. The rest of us are getting birthday presents and Christmas presents. Like my daughter gets birthday presents
from
and
our
Christmas
direct
presents.
family and usually really close friends, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But
Right,
you're saying
like-
you're not going to
well,
buy
no,
her a
what I'm
Christmas
saying- what
present,
I'm
but you're going to
saying-
buy her a birthday present.
No, what I'm saying is if you have
What?
a birthday party, like even if you're like, okay, like let's have it beginning of December, and we have a birthday party for her, do you think people aren't going to show up and give her presents?
I'm telling you from experience, no. My sister never got presents when she had a birthday
Alright.
party in December. Because they
From
just
anybody.
said from anybody. They just said here's your Christmas party or here's your
No,
Christmas
they
present.
literally said happy.
The only
happy
person,
birth,
the
miss.
only people that got her a birthday present were my parents.
happy birth, miss.
I'm telling you from experience, doesn't work the way you think it does.
I'm just saying you should have been born in June.
Dude,
I call BS. I'm saying
Look at-
that
look
might
at-
be
I have
one.
hard facts.
Yeah. You have one sample size though. You have one person.
Yeah.
look at Claw's new comment. He said, "This is for the kids in the UK." What? So the Queen has 2 birthdays, one in the summer, so that the kids can enjoy it. Is that what you're trying
Did you
to
see
say?
the article?
I'm not gonna
Did you-
read the link.
Okay.
I don't got no time for that.
Ain't nobody got
Explain
time
yourself.
for that.
So it's a holiday. I don't. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, and-
So wait, that no, no, it's bull crap.
Hey, Roger says my birthday is January 20th. I used to get combined gifts. Okay.
Are you a queen?
That's
Getting
January
Getting
20th.
combined gifts.
That's what I'm telling you. It's a combined gift.
it's a
It's not
thing,
a
yeah.
you don't get a birthday and a Christmas. You get one, and it's a combined gift.
But
Yeah.
from who? Your parents, I get that.
He's saying that he
like
got
your
it from
parents, I get that.
He's
Like,
saying he got that from
if it's
everybody,
your,
like-
like your family, but like
Yeah, and like Taylor's birthday is June.
No, you're
or
more
January
likely.
11th. So
Yeah,
she gets both.
she gets both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
So we have another sample
we have
size.
1 versus 2 so far.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm saying is we can do this all day.
Yeah.
To be
just
fair, she's the
because-
only child, so is
Oh,
Yeah, there's
see,
that.
yeah,
So, yeah.
that's yes.
'Cause if they're not going to spend it on her,
yeah.
they're going to spend it on nothing. So her.
I understand you will get combined gifts, but I don't understand putting it in June. That's what I don't understand because a kid is not even like
Well,
they're not even close to their birthday.
Yeah, but here's another reason to put it in
You're
June.
celebrating their
On
16th birthday.
Man, this has went off the rails.
Would
But
you-
they're 15 years old.
This
You're
is a video
celebrating
podcast.
their
This is way off
21st.
the rails.
Okay, you're celebrating their 21st birthday,
Choo-choo.
but they're 20 years old. You can't go take them drinking. Like,
Fair enough.
my
That's a
point is
very
it's not
isolated
even-
event,
No,
so let's
I'm
just
saying
say
is it's
15.
not close. They're
Okay.
quinceañera, and they're
Jesus
not really
Christ.
16. Like,
Okay, I'm 15 years old, and my birthday's in December. Would I much rather have a birthday in the middle
from
of
both
the
sides,
winter
okay.
when it's cold, or would I rather go to the beach and have a birthday party?
what
I think
you'd
I'm
much
taking the
rather
beach.
Have, yeah, my birthday's in October. It's not freaking hot then either. But my point is,
Yeah, but
I'm not moving it because of the weather.
you could if you wanted to.
You could,
No,
but
you
it's,
can't. It's on a piece of paper. It's your birthday.
unwritten rules.
That's the whole
birthday.
point. We're not the Queen of England. We can't have two birthdays. This whole conversation is off track, and I'm done.
You're very,
I'm so done right now.
You're very.
I just don't like. Maybe
so done.
if you wanted to have it like in November,
Oh my god.
if you want to have it a little bit earlier, okay, you're like, hey, whatever. But
it seems like,
6
speaking of
months
arbitrary lines,
earlier-
it seems like such a weird thing to hold on to.
That's
like,
my point, is
Why are
like-
you so hung up on 1 month versus 6 months? Like, why does it
Because
matter?
I
Like,
can't
Hey, you want to go
case-
see the Joker movie? 'Cause
why does it matter? Like, if you're gonna
Holy
change it, it doesn't
crap.
matter when you change it.
You're right. I'm gonna have my 22nd birthday when I'm
Jesus.
18 because I feel like moving it anywhere.
Okay,
That's my point.
You
is
know what? You
like-
should just call Jillian and tell her to move your birthday because you're not going to make it.
I'm
now.
not gonna make
This
it.
is just like, this is what's happening.
So to make this video game related, this would not work if you were buying a mature rated game because
Jesus
your birthday
Christ,
is
why?
not 6
Exactly.
months. So I'm just trying to make this video game related at all.
There you go.
okay, I was like, that was a really far
No,
stretch.
no, it
Yeah.
actually works.
Yeah, because if you're gonna go buy a video game, you can't use your 6 months
you can't
later.
use your 6 month early
Yes, but I don't
birthday,
think
you know?
anybody's walking into a GameStop. When
I'm
they're
just trying to make it
15
video
and
game
going,
related.
and going.
all I'm trying
but
to
my
do.
birthday's in 6
Related.
months, and I said I
Yeah.
was doing
I
that.
don't mind having a little earlier or a little later. I think 6 months is extreme. That's my point.
Do you think Kratos would let his son have 2 birthdays?
No.
Kratos
No.
wouldn't
He
let his
would
son
say-
have a birthday.
Boy!
He wouldn't let him have
Boy.
a birthday. Boy.
What's his name? Matt Haresh asked favorite song from Led Zeppelin.
All right, cool. I got a better question. So
I don't know. Let me get back to you on that.
that.
We never even said what the claw was. It's where we turn the show over to you guys, and you guys talk about whatever you want.
And
We
completely
respond.
derail us.
And completely derail us, like what we just have done.
Drop a little.
Claw says we have a night called Bonfire Night where we
Oh my
celebrate
gosh! No,
failed
stop!
terrorist-
Stop!
Tell us more, Claude. Tell us more.
Bonfire.
Is this
night.
really a thing?
Wait,
Yep.
what do they do?
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. I've seen it on the internet, so it must be true.
No!
Yeah, it's a thing.
No!
Claw says Boxing Day is when rich people give their gifts they didn't want to poorer people.
What?
I don't feel like that's true.
Oh, that's not
That's
true.
bullcrap.
That's not
I don't feel like
And
that.
if they do, it's like they give them gifts that they really didn't want are like kind of funny to the rich people. They're like,
It's just like regifting day.
here's my butler's second pair of shoes. Like what? Like what is
All right,
this?
this is derailed. We're not doing anything. Let's end the show because we don't know what we're talking about anymore. And that's probably about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, man.
Here's the second pair of keys to my Bentley. You don't know which one it is, and I filed them down anyway. Enjoy.
You can find this podcast on YouTube on Monday
Oh,
at
boy.
Casual Misfits Gaming. You can listen to it if you want.
Oh, you got it.
Anywhere you can find podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, SoundCloud, any podcast catcher. You can follow us anywhere at Casual Misfits Gaming, except for on Twitter. That is CMG_Gamecast. I'm going to be late to my own birthday party. It's going to be great. My wife is going to kill me.
It's your last birthday.
Yes,
party.
my birthday's not today, by the way. It's Monday.
But he's celebrating it.
No, Matthew
Monday.
Differently.
also has 2 birthdays.
I have 2 birthdays. Actually,
It's today and
my
Monday.
birthday is 6 months from now. That's what I'm going to tell you. No, my birthday's Monday. Hey, guess what?
And it's
it
called
makes
Man
sense.
Man,
I had
funny.
my birthday party near my birthday. It's crazy how that works.
It's funny. And here's a relative term.
Anyways, this has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. In the middle, we had...
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No Jeans!
Boy.
And on the far end,
Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
Siri Nights. And on the production side,
Robert Link, also known as Rob Dog 1991.
Rob Dog 1991. This has been the
Oh,
CMG
Just cut off his audio.
CMG podcast.
You're used to it, right?
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for everyone.
Keep your birthdays next to your birthdays. We'll see you next week.
Happy
love you guys.
160th birthday to the Queen.
I
So
give
ready
you
to go.
I give you 2 buttons to press.